But it's not cock.
I'll eat my burger sensually. Fat
Oh,
girl eating burger, drinking Coke Zero. And I made myself a
That's
coffee,
flat.
so you know.
Yeah, I put this at
Do it
Oh
15%
god. There we
personally.
go.
All right. Shit. You know, I did find an add-on and I forgot to get it. There is like a ready check thing, but I didn't get it. Is everybody at keyboard ready?
Yes,
Paul,
sir.
Yes.
Pippin ready?
yeah.
Ah, there's my man. All right.
I don't see anybody.
So where our adventurers left off, we were pursuing the first level of the dungeon of the Mad Mage, and we came across this hallway of mirrors in particular. Upon passing by, we were ambushed by some lesser shades that were handled quite readily. The party carefully progressed through the corridor that had more mirrors, smaller ones, identical to the first pair, spawning the lesser shadows. There was a little treasure trove and a central mirror that was far bigger and more ornate than the rest, right where Conwyn is, right here. It seemed impervious to most attempts at damage that the party applied to it. And when Conwyn stepped in front of it, uh, very rapidly, this entity that is resembling closer and closer the shape of Conwyn. And as a matter of fact, in just the span of a second or two, uh, the what was at first a rough humanoid twisting mass of shadows and quickly solidified into a matte black Conwyn shaped entity has now already the colors have faded into it. You'll have to forgive me, guys. I still didn't figure out the macro to just switch layers. Actually, Jesse or Kyle, do you guys know the macro to go back and forth token?
I just
No,
right
I
click
just
on the
use the
token.
sidebar.
And, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I right click and then go to layer. That's what I use. Yeah.
There is like a. I was just reading. Well, anyways.
There's so much right now. I'm like, bare bones, it works.
Yeah.
Get her done.
The entity facing you all has become an identical copy of Conwyn.
Shit.
By the time most everyone who is adjacent to it and 10 feet away have fully locked your attention onto this entity, it's pointed its mace out at Conwyn, saying, "Liar! You call yourself an agent of a Monitor. Talos, perhaps." And it spits on the ground.
What do you speak of, fiend? You call me a liar? I have not hidden anything, yet you hide yourselves in the shadows. What manner of evil are you?
Evil. I'm a worshipper of a Monitor, and I will protect his light. It points at the ground. Will you say you are not hiding anything?
I know I am not, for I lie in truth. I speak in truth, and I live truth.
The entity raises its mace now at the six of you standing to the left. Agents of Talos, all fiends, ready yourself. Roll initiative. Pretty please.
Oh,
What
shit.
is what is
Hell yeah.
Talos?
Oh yeah.
Roll a
Talos is like
religion
isn't
check.
he like a god of light or something?
Talos is a big, big god. It's pretty likely. Yeah, roll a religion check, actually even with advantage, Clark.
Okay.
So if I do that. Oh, first I have.
13.
Yeah, you're familiar with Talos. If you could metagame it, you could open up a Talos wiki and he would know a fair amount that was not history. Like he would know I believe Talos is what, like fire and destruction, maybe?
Title: The Destroyer of the Stormlord.
Storms and destruction. Okay. And he's evil. Okay.
Oh, did I just?
I got a nat 20 on my initiative.
Quick, Conwyn, are you resistant or immune to anything? Because I'm wondering if the beast might have a same thing.
Do you mean weak?
What did
I
I
know
say?
that nothing can
Oh.
charm me, and I cannot be fatigued by anything but natural means.
Okay. So no charm spells. Got it.
No sleep spells either.
GM, what are
Yeah.
all these other ones on the? What are we looking at for turn order?
It's you guys, and then that one will just tell us what round of combat we're on. The one at the bottom.
Oh,
You see two. You see two Conwins because you see two Conwins.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Neato.
I'm not sure why I didn't put mine in.
Oh wait,
All right,
I'm
beautiful.
a Mara on this, right? Oh shit, I got my wrong thing out. One moment.
There, what I the thing is I don't see some in turn order.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it top to bottom. What I see right now, I see Conwyn, Pippin, Amara, Kaithra, Slither, Clark, Rift,
Oh,
round
my
0.
initiative was actually much
I see
higher.
Slither, Pippin, Clara, or Rift. That's it.
Does this thing look exactly like me, or is it like
It
a
is.
dark facsimile of me?
No, it's identical. It was for a split moment, but it's already become identical to you. In less than a 6-second turn proper, it made the full transition.
Yeah,
But
because it's a mirror creature. Is it a reflection of him?
you will have to find out,
Okay.
my young Clark.
I'm gonna hold you to something you said though, and that it's holding a mace, and I am not.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Flail. You want to?
He did say flail.
Whatever Conwyn is holding.
No. We'll go with, because I think I put in text last week somewheres in Discord holding what you were holding. So that will
Yeah, no.
that will circle. So yes, it has a flail. Slither, I don't want to take the time to figure out that problem.
No,
So
alright.
if it doesn't, yeah, I think we'll just run with it.
Although it keeps saying turns are done, even though we haven't actually done anything yet.
Right.
It's because he reordered the turn order.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Is it my turn?
You're the first to act. Right now, when the second Conwyn cast his eyes over the party, calling you all agents of Talos, his eyes didn't they didn't stop on you. He didn't seem to notice you were there.
Interesting. Okay. I am.
You would, in world, you would be used to that because of your one ability there.
Yeah. Boop. I am going to be shooting my crossbows at him. I'm using my Gloomstalker. So first crossbow. Hold on a second here.
What is do you have advantage on your first attack, or is it just an extra D8?
It's just an extra D8. That's what I was
Okay.
looking for.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. Okay, that one missed. That's fine.
Your first bolt, if you'll look at the screen, goes wide to the left in between the two Conwyns.
Okay. The second one is a 26 to hit.
Your second bolt, he tries to raise his shield, but it goes above the upper rim, and actually pisses a bit of his left ear off. How much damage?
Let's see. We're going to do 8 plus I need to do a.
I mean, admittedly, it is a pretty big target.
Eight plus 3 is 11 damage on my first
Oh.
attack.
Okay.
I
Second
get-
attack.
Well, yes, the first one that hit. So with my first Dread Ambusher, I would get an extra attack. So
Yep.
the first one missed. The extra attack hit.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
fine.
2 attacks per action, so I'm gonna go again and see if that one hits. That one is a 24 to hit.
That does hit again. This time, he raises his large shield where the first bolt went. This one going low, striking him in the thigh.
Okay, that is 7 damage. And then
Okay.
it's my bonus action. I'm going to do another one. And that is also going to hit. It's 27.
You had just the previous one did 7 damage. It was
Yes. And
excellent,
this one
and
did
that
6 damage.
excellent.
And that should be... Let me just double check and make sure that's everything.
Unless you want to move.
I moved a little bit. I think that's good.
All right.
And so I did... 4
Double
attacks
attack, double
altogether.
attack, bonus. Yeah.
I
5.
was just trying to keep attack. I was trying to keep track of my arrows.
Excellent.
Going, take my first action for crossbow.
All right. What's the time on Crimson Right?
It is until we take a short rest.
Oh yeah, so you're still that's Crimson Righted, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's yep.
All right. Your first one he ducks underneath and it whizzes where his head was previously.
Oh, come on.
This one going right where his heart should be, and his shield comes up, smashing the arrow.
Damn. Last roll.
You can do it.
Okay. No, apparently I cannot.
Oh no.
This one he sidesteps.
Yeah. And that is, yeah.
Young Clorark readies himself.
Yes. I'm going to point at the creature, and I'm going to cast my cantrip Toll the Dead. And so the creature hears bells. The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. It passed. Nothing happens.
Ooh. Cool ass spell.
Dark energies kind of coil around the pseudo Conwen for a moment, and he grits his teeth. No effect. No.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it doesn't take half or anything like that. It just
Okay.
nothing happens.
Which is sad.
Movement or bonus?
I don't have any bonus, so I'm done.
Okay.
All right,
The real-
so Conwen
Conwen?
is going to come around to the backside of it.
Yep.
I'm assuming still within like sight line.
Yeah.
He's going to lock eyes with it, and
He turns to face you.
as he locks eyes, he's going to say, "If there is any servant of Talos here, it is you, and I command you to drop."
He grits his teeth to the point where everyone as far back as Rift and Chlorark hears it, but he gets prone, holding his weapons. He does get prone.
And I can only cast this one spell, no attack, so that's my turn.
Yep. The pseudo Conwyn will spend half of his motion to stand back up. And he will yell, "In the name of a monitor!" And make an attack with his flail onto.
Well, part of drop is he drops his weapon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was just prone. Is it?
The target drops whatever it's holding and then ends its turn.
I thought you told me to go prone, or told Conwyn to go prone.
I command you to drop.
Oh, to drop. I'm sorry. Thought you meant the one where it's go prone. Okay, so then we'll back that up for a moment. Conwyn would then uses a free object interaction to pick up the flail, and he would use his full pool of lay on hands on himself.
Daddy's scared.
What a douche.
Oh, okay.
And end his turn, glaring at the Conwyn standing in front of him.
Clearly a falsehood if you were so easily affected by such a simple spell. Only true worshippers of a Monitor can handle such intricacies of the divine.
The pseudo Conwyn's eyes begin to get bloodshot, and he just starts, he's getting really bothered.
He's calling you pretender. Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
Fake Conwyn, look at me now.
He turns over, snarling, not shifting his full stance, but turning.
I'm gonna roll to hit. Oh, I almost got a nat 20, but that's just a 20. Dirty 20.
You swing strongly with your maul, and he stoutly raises his shield. It thuds against it to no effect.
14 damage.
Boo.
I'm sorry. You got a 20?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I saw a 14. I'm silly. Yeah. So he raises his shield, your maul. He raises his arm out of reflex, which has no shield because the shield's on the ground. Your maul easily pushing his arm in and dealing 14 points of blunt damage to him.
Haha.
That's right. Take that, fake Conwyn. Not really her voice, but. Alright, and that's all I can do for now. Oh, can I?
You're barbarian, right?
Yeah.
You can attack twice a turn.
Really?
And I say, now that you've leveled up to 5, you can.
Oh,
Fancy.
I don't think I knew that. Silly me.
It would have just happened.
Okay, sorry. Taking my time here.
No, you're all good. Just one
And
more to
that's
hit.
not gonna 11.
No, this one you another wide swing in the same fashion as the first, and he just backs up a half step, and it passes in front of him. Any more move? So that's you do still have bonus action and movement.
Uh, that's all I'm gonna do for now.
All right.
I don't know how tough he is. Or he's exactly as tough as Conwyn.
Yeah.
Yes.
So far, I mean, you haven't known each other for very long, but you've been in a few skirmishes so far, and yeah, this thing is moving identically to how you're familiar with Conwyn moving.
Right.
Although you've never seen Conwyn this agitated as this thing seemingly is right now.
Conan, what's your weakness? Do you have a bad back?
Careful, you can't lie right now.
He's slow and he's not too smart. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Water. So
All
good.
right.
If you truly must know, I blindly trust those that profess they're the same faith as my own. But this abomination clearly is not a servitor of a Monitor.
Cathra, get him.
Okay, I'm gonna step out from my little cubby hole over here.
She was over there smoking. I could smell it.
Shh. And I am going to cast Produce Flame at the pseudo Conwyn over there.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
Nat 20.
I was in that 20.
Yeah.
Holy.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm trying to read this accurately. Did you read? Is that 30? How do I read this? 27 total or 34 total or?
It's 27
What?
total. The green
27
border around the
total.
number is a nat 20.
Okay.
27.
Then plus
to hit.
7 for the spell attack, and 7 damage for the regular, 8 damage with the critical die.
So 15.
With a burst of pyrokinetic energy, the likes of which most of you, other than the mercenaries amongst you, have ever seen before, impacts against the chestplate of the pseudo Conwyn as he was looking between Beryllium Rift and the Conwyn standing in front of him. It KOs him in one hit. He barely gets out a strangled yell of Amana before dying before you. His corpse sits for a second before evaporating in a similar fashion as the previous two that you all had killed.
Rift is flexing.
Kathira should be flexing on that
Yes,
one. That's a
Kathira
big
needs to flex
hit.
too.
That's
That was
a
pretty
big
good.
I already started ripping her bowl.
hit.
She used the last little ember to light up with.
Yeah, we can say the it wasn't only smoke and steam coming off. It also there were ashes going off, much like from a campfire with paper. And as you were looking around for something to light your pipe or rolled whatever with, one of the ashes actually caught it. It was a very cool moment.
Now, with
All right.
Rift in front of the mirror, nothing else spawned, right?
Nothing else spawned, and furthermore,
Didn't think about that.
sorry, this is the only thing that sucks. If everyone could go into Discord and just do / clear. Oh no, never mind. I
Oh,
can do it
it
myself.
cleared it all.
I thought I had to do a vote. Now, if
Well,
you
you
all
have
will-
admin, so you do you.
if you all will give me just one moment.
Anons.
Unacceptable.
Roll for that, please.
Oh, sorry. That's a charisma save or check? No, a dim light begins emitting off of the mirror. Uh, doesn't seems benign. It doesn't seem bad. In fact, all those who kind of touch it, and it goes from maybe 5 or 10 feet away in all directions radially, seem a little rejuvenated. Like it feels good. Um, what
Maybe
do
this
you all?
was a test from a monitor.
Was this mirror, this side was where the one where he appeared?
To the north.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry.
oh,
There wasn't a mirror to the south. He appeared out of kind of just none of you were really looking at it, but he appeared from the south by some means.
Mm-hmm.
where did you say that light was emitting from?
It was from the mirror itself, and by now, a shape begins coalescing within the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna move.
But it feels
Uh,
good.
okay.
There's no more.
Say Amara's like, I'll wait this out, see what happens.
I mean, light's usually a good thing.
Hmm.
Well, is it a shape, like a humanoid shape,
Yep, you
or?
all can see it now. Sorry, I was just fumbling with my UI for a second.
Oh,
Uh,
it's the chica, la chica.
oh my freaking god. Yes, a familiar face. The one from your.
Dream.
That's what I was looking for. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hi, baby.
The
Uh-huh.
one from your dreams.
I see her every night.
All of you
Shit,
had
Dernan had a message for her.
all of you had began to kind of cast your eyes over, seeing her appearing in the mirror as though through a haze. She immediately begins speaking at the party.
Mhm.
She says the following: I am Jaceira Kestelharp. I am she who beckoned you all to this place. Our time will not last long, and my power yet dwindles. Slaying that copy of Hallister's making will only shortly weaken his influence here. I beseech you, hear me well, adventurers, for there is much afoot, and much you must know now. Things still that you must know in time to come. Your souls were marked by fate, and she kind of gestures out at you all. You all are imbued with a spark of providence, something special. You seven alone can withstand the corruption dwelling in these halls. I do not know why. It was because I sensed you all with your uniqueness that I called to you. For
Hmm.
ages I have been forced to hide myself away in the very walls that once caged me, all to slow Hallister's pursuits. And she gestures down kind of at the ground now. You stand now atop a great knot in the weave, an aberrant thing that should never have been. The Archmage Hallister had long since made this place his lair, far before the city above us stood. But with time it has corrupted him from a once kind man of strong character. He grew mad with studies of far planes and monstrosities, compelled by the very aura of this pit. Over time, his mind is shattered into a kaleidoscope, leaving nothing constant but the drive to uncover all of the secrets of Undermountain. I called out at this time, using most of my power remaining, because there is one seal remaining. Hallister's millennia-long mission is almost at an end. I've seen the abominations that come from Hallister, and I know that with the full power of Undermountain, all the realms will become as playthings for him. Knowing now that you all are here, I will release the veil I maintained over Hallister's gates. Scattered throughout the dungeon, you will find teleportation gates that Hallister uses to travel quickly between areas. Seeing so many brave adventurers stumble far past their depth. I've cast a type of illusion to hide them from newcomers here. They should now be visible to you. Yet, I warn thee, take great heed. The more one descends here, the greater the opposition they will face. It would be wise to you to use them only to ascend levels quickly, for your journey downward will prepare you for the trials to come. You walk
Uh,
now into madness and death. May the light be with you until we meet again. And she fades.
What
The
was
Sarah,
mirror.
wait!
there?
Durnan has done what you told him to do.
There's something I missed. What was the thing that she's unlocking or unhiding or whatever?
I
What did
can
she say?
post all of it
Are
into.
the doors that we can use to
Teleportation
move in and out, I
Gates.
guess?
Yes.
Just
Basically
been
allows
post.
us to teleport between levels.
I think the journal is going to be the best. I'll just create a new journal here, and we will call it just Sarah's message.
Those kids, damn it.
Where's if you guys look in your journal, it's not formatted or pretty or anything like that, but if you guys look in your journal, you will all find just Sarah's message.
Right at the top, yep. Oh, I wasn't
then I
even
would
close
assume-
with spelling that name.
So based on reading that, there's natural staircases that we already could access, but now there's also an elevator of sorts, or teleportation elevator. Is that the idea?
That's
Teleportation gate.
that would definitely be, what one would infer there. That would be a strong assumption, young Clorox.
But not an unwise one, it would seem.
Have we already broken these 6 mirrors down here?
We's not quite the pronoun, but yes, they're broken.
Someone here did. I don't remember who did it. Because the party is
I
fair.
do believe it was me.
Yes, and you are in the party I'm also in, so we worked.
Well then, Amara, you said that there was another hallway north of this one.
There
It
is.
appears this leads back into the room with many pillars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we check these like mirrors or whatever to see if there was?
The party investigated the ones before the halfway mark. The party has not investigated the ones after the
Yes.
halfway mark.
I would
But I
like
did
to
shoot them.
investigate.
You shot them from really far away, though, Amari. You couldn't actually look inside to see if there were hidden treasures. So now we
Right.
can level.
So,
Right. That's exactly so. If you guys want to go and check out the kind of cubby holes.
Yes, please.
Are we just
I'll take that
investigating?
one.
I'll take this one
I'll take
here,
the
I
one that I'm
guess.
standing next to right here.
Investigate.
Okay. Amara, do you want to come and get one of these remaining ones? If we're doing it like this, you guys can all run an investigation check with advantage because you're just devoting yourself to nothing but this little 5x5 area.
Oh wow, a 6.
I failed both
8
of
and
mine.
9.
Highest I got was a 10.
17.
Right?
Womp.
Amara, do you want to get one of these last 2? Because you move your token.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'll take that 17.
It didn't show up, but I got to
roll again.
Yeah.
where
Hopefully
I'm at,
nothing-
Craig.
Hopefully
Genuinely
nothing was
see
important
shit.
in mine, because I failed.
I got a 10.
Well, luckily for
Jess,
you all,
You got a 10. Which one are you looking at, though? Because there you
The
go.
one I moved.
Then I got a 7.
I saw where you were. So luckily, one amongst you has quite keen eyes, and young Pippin sees kind of where the mirror is smashed. There's kind of a fake back to it, and he pulls it out, seeing a small drawer that holds a wand.
Ooh.
There we go. I got a dirty 20 on this last alcove here.
You does Clark like spiders?
Fuck me!
You see a cobweb and you're like, and you bat it and you kill the spider successfully.
Okay. Do I
Poor
level up from
spider.
killing the spider? I'm just
Did I see anything in my cubby?
No, there was no no one else saw anything there. And just for brevity's sake, I was only going to give you guys one thing there if at least one of you guys got it. So you got it. But if you want, you can spend more time at those cubbies.
Do we want to like do an identifier detect magic on that wand? to find
Yeah,
out
I
what it
was
is?
I was gonna identify it.
Okay.
10 minutes for an identify.
So that zone of truth is going to expire then.
Oh, now I see that extra attack. Wow. Way to read everything.
That's what I say. I mean, I've been trying to study everybody
How
character
dare you look at me?
because, well, I mean, I think everybody should.
Oh, I
lost
can't
everyone's
see Amara.
cameras. Yeah, I'm gonna reset or reconnect because I can't see anyone.
It's usually a server hiccup, guys, and it a lot of times resolves itself after a couple minutes.
Ooh, it's a
pretty.
wand of
Ooh.
secrets.
Secrets.
So did that automatically pop up for y'all?
Yeah.
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 It did.
Yes.
Only 3 secrets? Come on.
But it regains.
Oh.
At dawn.
Oh,
There's a secret
So it's
door.
3 per
Oh.
day unless it doesn't, then it recharges. Yeah.
So you use 2 and then let it recharge 1, and then use 1.
That seems like an
recharges
awful-
2.
useful piece of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does.
It sounds like something that would be very helpful in such a mysterious place as this.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Indeed.
How old is Pippin?
Old enough.
Old enough to hold a wand.
No, this is for how Conwyn would refer to him.
Oh.
Oh.
Right.
Shoot. Hold on.
Old enough to hold a wand.
He's
What
20.
kind of paladin do you take Conwyn for?
So wait, that's about, I don't know, 12, 13, right?
I don't know. I've been holding wands since I was in kindergarten. So
Is it? No, for halflings it's adulthood, right?
I think halflings
So
are.
halflings?
I think 20 is adulthood.
Yeah, it's long-lived humans, I think. Or the same age as like a long-lived human, I think.
I think so too, yeah.
I always thought they lived to be like 200 because like Bilbo. This could be Lord of the Rings only, maybe not D&D, but Bilbo's like
Adulthood is
100 and something.
age 20, but they can live up to 2 centuries.
you go.
Restarting
Okay.
here.
Roger, excellent.
So I know Amara had peaked earlier. What was this top hallway?
Oh, now you want to go there.
Well, no, now we're
So-
done. Now we're done. So yeah.
Let me just see how far, so I don't want to say things that.
It leads to a box.
Yeah, when Amara would say she didn't really see much up there, but if you all want to go and investigate, feel free. She would have seen.
Well, it's the choice of a room we've been in or a hallway we haven't.
Mm-hmm.
We might as well
Wait.
see as much as we can.
Well, no, I was never suggesting going back in the room we came from, but there's the north hallway, and way down at the south there was also a hallway. So, but yes, we can check north first.
Amara walked briskly over there as she had been there before. Do you want to do an investigation or perception for anything?
Let me see. I would like to do perception just to see if there's any secret passageways or ways out of the room besides the
Yep.
one we naturally see. And I'm gonna get a 10. What a piece of shit.
I'll
So you
help
just
you.
kind of-
I'll help you.
Okay.
Great.
I'm
Excellent.
right behind you.
Okay, that would be a 17.
You look around, kind of using your senses and your keen instincts, looking for anything hidden or out of place. You don't really see much. This is there's in the corner you notice upon closer inspection it's like you would call it a rag, but perhaps it could be said to be some kind of bedcloth of some kind. And there's like a small little tin cup near it and a smashed lantern. Other than that, nothing but cobwebs and kind of filth in this.
Looks
in
like
this
more
chamber.
places for the bugbears to be.
Okay.
I suppose it's back to the room of pillars then.
Well, no, there is the one to the south too. Do we want to go north or south?
Clark's talking
Wow.
about way back from
Yeah.
2
If you go to
sessions
the very
ago.
south of the map, there is a set of double doors at the furthest south point that we did not go in.
Well,
I'm
we
pinging
have
it.
7 of us, so let's put it to a vote.
Let's see. I don't.
Those who want to go
remember what it's
north?
like.
This
I
is
always-
kind
Oh,
of
I
in and
see.
out of character, so those who want to go north, put a 1 in
In
chat.
the chat, yeah.
Those who want to go south, put a 2 in chat.
No, but this
I'm-
is great. You guys can
I'm a-
do this as like a habit anytime you want to do group votes in the future.
I'm always one to finish a path before starting a new one, so that's why I was suggesting that. But I guess one wins.
Right, we're going north.
Okay.
All right.
North it is then.
Slither would actually like to take an ear to the ground.
You
what
said
you
this
hear.
pillar was the one with this snake wrapped around it, right?
Yes, this right here. Slither, what are you putting your ear to the ground for, and where are you? I see where you are.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can hear anything down this hallway, down this corridor.
Sorry, do you have any special like sensory feats or anything
Yes.
that I might not be
Yeah.
thinking of right now?
He should be able to smell
Yeah.
things with his tongue if he's a snake.
I'm trying to find it. It's
Yeah.
it's ear to the ground, what it's
Yeah.
called, urban bounty.
Damn, I keep losing everybody's video. I don't know what's going on here.
No, that doesn't help you here. But what does help
There is
here
a
I just
there
lost
is
everybody too.
heightened senses is what
yeah
helps you
that
here.
that's what
Ear to the ground is if you're trying to like find you're talking with people. Ear to the ground is a conversational thing.
No.
Okay, so roll with advantage.
class. Height.
Perception.
What am I? Yeah, perception.
Yeah. Slither kind of lowers himself, and you guys notice, just the tips of his tongue kind of dipping out, darting back and forth, which looks very impressive to you guys, but actually, wait, do that again. Just do that from your sheet because that's not working out right. Or
It's a
disable your
20.
beyond 20.
It's a 20.
Okay. Dirty.
Dirty 20.
All right. I hate that, yeah, because I can't see it.
Yeah,
And,
I don't know why.
So, anyways, with a 20, you notice using a combination of your senses, but also your history as a mercenary of sorts yourself. You see faint signs of humanoid travel, and many different humanoid footsteps. Ranging between somewhat recent, you would place it within a day, not within an hour, to as far back as you could see. That is to say, as faintly as you could possibly distinguish. And you would assume their, tracks were here far before that.
So not just bugbear and goblin then.
Can I hear any?
You cannot hear anything. Actually, yes, you can hear because that's what your feet gives you advantage for.
Mhm.
You can make out a very, very, very distant, faint sound, which you have come in your ears to attribute to a fairly large group of people being together, but they're not yelling as though you would hear in a marketplace. The sounds that you are picking up on are far more similar to times you've had to um, assault a fiend in a compound with guards and things of that nature. Like it's just a bunch of people kind of standing together, not too much chatter, but they're mulling back and forth. At the edge of your hearing, you can hear pretty dang far. The nature of these corridors, you're a little unfamiliar with the shape of them. You haven't been in too many environments just like this. Acoustics are strange. You would say more than 100 foot and less than 600 feet. You really can't tell better than that.
Okay. Just as an aside, Craig, do you have D&D Beyond open?
I have everything open, yeah.
Because you can see my rolls there too. If you can't,
No, I know. It's just, can you help me out of character? There's a way I can open up the roll history on D&D Beyond. How is that? Oh, I got it. We're good. I got it.
Okay.
Box by the
Got it.
campaign.
No, we're
Excellent.
all gonna help you.
Okay.
Cool. Help me,
I'm
help
good now.
you.
Well, it appears we have a few options ahead of us here too. This Conwin walks up the stairs.
Slither does inform the party that he can hear stuff.
Rift was saying
Oh,
that
yeah.
maybe we should investigate.
Yeah, I don't want to trigger no traps or anything.
Investigate where, Rift?
So we definitely would not want to do that.
Well, we already crossed like the stairs, so I guess we're okay for now.
Well, no, we can still look at the
Oh,
hallway though. The hallway is still a good point.
right.
Hmm.
So what do we do? Just investigate, or
Would this be perception because we're just looking at the hallway in general, or would this be investigation?
Yeah, if you guys name anything specific, I'll probably end up doing investigation. But if you're just looking for abnormalities, that'll always be perception for me.
I mean, consider that Craig's been pretty good about keeping track of our passive perception and making us aware of
Do you
things that
want
we
me
would
to
normally
stealth
see.
up there and just look around the corner to see like what's in this, what's in that?
I mean, we can see there's a
might as
doorway
well.
here, so there's nothing to see here. It's just a
Yeah.
doorway.
Well,
Rift
I
and
can't see that
Conwin.
because I didn't go up.
Rift and Conwin being up front would kind of just passive, using their passive means they would look back and tell you guys they see, a door on the right, short hallway of the same nature you're in now. And then it seems to open up, maybe 30, 40 feet in front of you into a two-way T intersection. Does anybody... Oh, and you did the perception? Yeah, I think one of my add-ons broke beyond 20. No.
you think?
Did one of you guys...
Crystal was going to, or well, I'm sorry. Rift was
what
going to
happened?
do perception.
I guess we can do it before we get to this door. Like,
We're all standing in the hallway now.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna roll perception, do it.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Before you trigger the boulder trap.
Perception.
Yeah, let's not do that again, shall we?
All right.
I once heard the story of a young wizard that almost destroyed by a giant boulder because he wasn't paying attention.
Just kept running down that damn hallway.
You look around, Rift. You don't see anything. Even more so, in your just kind of passive inspection, you even jiggled the knob in front of you, and you noticed that the knob was not locked.
Ooh. Open knob here.
Suspicious. What knob?
Nice
They
knocker.
wish to welcome a friend.
Open knob or insert knob.
Shall we?
Alright, well, I'm
Yes.
gonna go through and
See what's in there.
I can't.
Oh,
It's not
Craig,
letting me.
you need to
Yep.
open it.
This door's not working.
Guys, I'm just walking into this
Character
wall. And it
question.
won't let me in.
I know Rift is an Earth Ganassi. Is she leaving like mud footprints everywhere she goes?
No, but her footfalls
no,
down
be-
apart. Rift will describe it to you.
No, I actually have skin normal, but it's kind of like underdark, I guess, material, like soil. Um, I have like beryllium coming out of my skin a
Alright.
little bit, like shimmering through. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't be moving or leaving any mud tracks unless I ran through water, I guess, because my skin is kind of like dirt in a way.
Alright. Well,
All right,
Conway
so
sees a nice big empty room, or what does he see?
nope. Rather, the whole party coming in. You guys are still either seeing the dark or shedding light off you from light necklaces. See a sword stand on a pedestal in the center of the room. An
Suspicious.
unadorned wooden armor stand rests in the middle of the room with a faintly glowing longsword stabbed into it. At the base of the stand lie the skeletal remains of a hand amid stains of dried blood. The party also passively hears distant voices kind of echoing from above. They will occasionally ebb and flow, sometimes almost filling the room. Um, if anyone looks up, they easily see some vents at the ceiling, kind of like sewer vents or drainage
Yeah.
vents that you all would see in the above city.
No one
Uh,
touch anything.
This looks
I'd like to. I would like.
This is a
Well,
suspicious.
this is
well,
a
and that
puzzle. No
sword
one
looks
touch anything.
expensive.
I
you
feel
all
like I've been
see
targeted.
I,
there's a little bit more to see. Pippin, Conwyn, and Rift all pretty easily and passively see. Over here in the edge of the room, there seems to be something on the wall in that alcove, is probably the best you could do passively right there.
So with this sword and the armor stand, Conwyn is gonna cast Divine Sense, which allows him to cast Detect Good and Evil.
Oh, I
And
don't
I'll
want
get
to.
the text for that in just a second.
Is that a spell or a feat? No, that's a feat.
Divine Sense is a paladin feature, but it allows the casting of Detect Evil and Good.
Which of course I don't have that. Okay.
I put the text in
Yep, I
chat.
just got it. This is cursed. There is a curse on this.
The sword or the armor?
The sword.
Okay.
Conwyn detects.
I would recommend no one handle the sword unless they
Can you do identify
would like to be
object on it
stricken
without
by a
actually touching
curse.
it?
I'm sorry?
Can you do
Come on.
identify object on it without actually touching it? That was just
That's a good question. I kind
No,
of
I think you have to touch it.
Yeah.
What if
Yes,
you,
it's a
Yeah, you
touch.
have to
you
touch.
just breathe
touch
on it
spell.
slightly?
I don't think I want to touch it either. It
Um,
doesn't sound like a good idea.
Like, can I tell if this is really strong or just that it's cursed?
You sense the energies that ping your aura sensing for evil. It's an alien sensation to you. It's a type of evil you've never felt before, and the chaotic nature of it makes it hard for you to even rate in any sort of perspective you would have had.
I wonder if this is a taint directly from Hallister himself.
Well,
I
comes to
c-
worst,
I
you
can
could wrap in a cloak and put it in a bag, right?
if I can take a long rest at some point, I can prepare remove curse.
Well, that's not going to help us right now, darling.
No, I know. I was saying we either obviously I'm not dumb. I'm saying we either A, come back for it, or B, put it in the bag. But I was just letting you guys know I had it.
Ooh, the kiddo is getting grumpy.
So I guess another.
Well, because that was kind of a rude response when I was just like, "Hey, I have a spell I could use later."
Are we marking the
suppose
room
this-
that we need to come back to?
I'm sorry, Rift?
I don't know. Has anybody been marking the rooms that we want to go back to?
I don't
I've been
think
marking where you guys have been, but that's on my GM stuff.
Right.
Wait,
That's not
what,
for you
Because I
guys.
know there's
what do you
a.
mean,
We
though?
never picked up that chest that we.
We shoved it
couldn't
No, we
into the
did.
bag of
open.
holding.
Yeah, you
We
did.
put it in the bag of
Oh, it
holding,
is
yeah,
in.
we're
It
good.
is indeed. Okay, I
Yeah.
forgot that we did put it in there. Okay.
Does anybody know? I guess maybe there'd be a question for the paladin. The cleric doesn't know well enough. Conwyn, do you know if curses affect only by touch, or if there's an aura, or if you touch it by proximity? If you wear gloves and touch it, would that still count?
Let's find
Touch it.
out. Would that be history or religion?
We'll do your choice of religion or arcana.
If never mind.
I will
For
assist you with
curses, I'd
religion.
say religion is.
I will
better.
assist you, Conwyn.
The curses I've heard of all just end in nothing but woe.
Pippin, do an arcana, if you would.
Dirty
you go.
20.
Pippin would know that. Sorry, I want to answer exactly. Can you repeat what your question was initially?
I
Clark?
had said, I wonder if curses are only work if you touch directly, or if like you had gloves on or wrapped the item in something, could the curse still affect you?
Pippin would know from his studies, but more importantly, his experiments, that the nature of magic wasn't easily. It's hard to trick magic. So gloves or anything traditional like that would probably not stop any bad form of magic like that.
You said traditional then. What about taking the bag of holding, opening up, and then like using the bag of holding and like swallowing the sword, kind of
It
sort of?
appears quite stuck in there, Master Clark.
If you want to
Like one
touch
of
it
us
so
would
bad.
Just touch
Clark does notice passively that not only is it glowing dimly, but it also looks like it'd be really easy to move.
Oh, it'd be really easy to move. Oh yeah, so then I 100%. If you guys approve of it, I would take the bag of holding and use the bag of holding like gloves, magical gloves.
Based off of what we experienced in the Storm King Thunder, who is holding the bag of holding?
You guys should determine that right now and be consistent. Amara was that was the last thing that was
Yes,
said. Was that Amara
I
had
was holding the bag of holding,
Yes.
and
Alright.
I think that it would be very safe with me. I will let nothing happen to it, and we will all split all the loot evenly.
I think you should roll a deception check, and I would like to roll an insight check.
Well, is that are you being? If you're being deceitful, Amara, message me a check. But that's only if you're being deceitful.
Kyle, as a player, heard a tone in Jessica's voice.
Well, but that's all right.
Oh, in the Mars voice.
So the Kyle, roll a roll a.
Nope. I believe you fully. You are so trustworthy, and I'd love you to hold the bag.
I think that's an excellent idea.
I don't trust him.
Slither, with your distrust. Well, no, rather he'll give you advantage. He'll help you.
Okay, that works.
Are you saying I have to write what's in the bag of holding too, or is that just...
Nope, I still believe you. There's
Oh my-
nothing I can do. I have a +6, and I
Yep,
rolled
I mean-
horribly both times.
You guys, she's helped you guys in combat. You've been fighting together for almost fighting and traveling over an hour now. You're starting to like each other. Deception.
Guys, Amara is like my sister. I trust her implicitly.
I would hesitate with that if I were you, young cleric.
I
Actually,
have my misgivings.
well, Slither, you really do, but you can't place why. You have no evidence, you have no compelling story, but yeah, Slither, you kind of are feeling like a bullshit story there because of your background.
Amara, since you're the one holding the bag of holdings, do you think we could use it as a magic vessel for the cursed item?
I think that we could attempt it. I would be concerned trying to grab anything from the bag of holding in a speedy manner during combat when you have to
Ew.
be careful of
That is a fair point. Even if it managed to go into the bag of holding, it would be
Oops.
in there.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Mr. DM. Did you want us to just stick our hand in there?
I grabbed the wrong object.
What happened? Oh yeah, if we stick our hand in the bag of
Yeah.
holding. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Well,
I guess
then.
Farark just in his young naivete is like, well, it's in this room for a reason, guys. Okay.
We can always come back later for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will stock remove curse tomorrow, and I will draw on my map in my hand here that we need to come back. Is
Slither
the armor,
makes a mark in the floor with his chalk.
you said the armor was non-magical?
It's just an armor rack.
Armor stand, correct. Yeah.
Oh, there's no armor on the armor rack.
So
Oh,
Mara
okay.
will stand in the doorway, well away from the vents that are above you, and hope that you bring the treasure to her in the bag of holding.
Yes. Can we look at this corner then, where you said something was on the wall?
Yes, you certainly can. Going over.
Strange, there's just an alcove here with nothing to it.
Well, rather, just passively, you guys notice on this side there's eye holes against the wall there.
Oh.
And furthermore, there even seems to
Voyeuristic.
be some sort of door mechanism that is
I
kind
bet
of
that's
clear
meant
and
as,
easy to see
a
on
def-
this side.
Say, if Amara overhears you, she would say, "Oh, those are to shoot through, so you can ambush people."
Is there one bigger hole lower down on the wall?
No, there's not.
This is not a glory hole.
I disagree, sir. If you can shoot an arrow at an opponent, you deserve great glory.
Alright, so, well,
Slither writes on the
at
wall
least we know
with
we can
chalk.
get back in here a little bit faster next time. And Conwyn will pull the door mechanism.
No, I will step outside before you do that, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back before you touch any
Oh, where is
mechanisms.
the door mechanism?
The rest of the party runs backwards. By now, they're getting a little shook in level 1 of the Mad Mage. Conwyn confidently and with grace opens the door. It swings open.
Okay, good.
Is everything
You
okay?
are way too skittish.
We saw vents in
monitor
the
protects
ceiling.
us.
I swore you were gonna pull on that, and then water was gonna fill the room. Like I really did.
Or poisonous gas, you know.
Or poisonous gas. Yeah.
The part
Why would someone view the hallway and then kill themselves?
Well, I would think that
Why not?
someone could come in from the other side, and they would pull it and escape through the door, locking it behind them.
Have you ever seen Goonies?
Yeah.
So I take it you can't get in from out in the hallway, but you can go out from this room.
We
Is that
probably
what-
could have if we had investigated. We probably didn't investigate for secrets.
Who knows?
Okay.
Well, now we know that this door is here.
Mhm.
Hopefully it stays open. Maybe we should go back north and scout there some more.
Let's have another vote. See if we can go south. I'm just kidding. Yes, north it is.
Martha,
Rather,
Uh,
when you all walked out in this hallway, which well, you all didn't do that, but some of you did. I think Conwyn and Rift were up front. This
Yeah.
hallway that you had just walked through, perhaps 50 minutes ago to an hour and 10 minutes ago, somewhere around then, and the ground was clear. Sitting right in the center of the hallway is a skull that seems a little disfigured, and another hand bone, this time just with one finger, and that finger is
That one.
pointing to over this way.
Over which way?
Over this way. Okay,
I
let me.
don't see what you're.
If you're pinging, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't.
Are you not on
I'm
the right
wrong
layer?
one. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So it was pinging over this way, and the skull is right here.
I'm still not seeing any pinging.
Oh, is it because I'm not there? I can't see it.
That's exactly why.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I thought pinging and stuff would still be there no matter what.
I didn't see your
In the
ping.
darkness, yeah.
Conwyn, Rift,
Yeah.
you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I retcon position back because you were giving as if we were still there.
Right. Now everybody's pinging.
So I'm gonna yell down to the rest of the group. There appears to be someone else in here. We found a skull in this hallway that we just traversed.
Interesting. I was never in the room at all. Would I have heard them, perhaps? As they were...
If they yelled, or if they called to you, they would have, or you would have.
No, I meant, like, whoever put the skull and the finger there.
Yeah, you probably would have. Does anybody want to, you guys have passively, you're made aware of this right now. Does anybody want to do a perception check or an investigation for anything?
Conwyn
is
will
it?
go
My
over
passive
directly to the
perception
wall
is 16, so...
Yeah,
and
same.
is going to look
17.
closely at the wall.
All right. Clarark and Amara, you guys notice just kind of passively the disfigurement on the skull. It was a humanoid, probably a human's, and it's kind of been disfigured to make it look like it was smiling or laughing. The finger is pointing against that wall. It looks like it's been there a long ass time. It doesn't seem like it looks. Passively, yeah, it looks like it's been there a long ass time, and there doesn't much seem to be anything else around.
How strange.
And we
You've
just
got
missed
a
it the
Jolly
last
Roger
time
out
through.
here.
But it wasn't here last time.
It was you guys.
Well, you could not have seen
Missed
it.
it?
Well, no, you walked through with the same passive perception. You think it would be unlikely you would have missed it.
Is it
All
perhaps
right, well,
not real?
now that we know it's here and it's pointing over to a wall, you said, right?
Yeah, let's look at that wall.
So Conwyn's going to go over and take a closer look at that wall.
Where are you guys? Oh, down
We're in the
there.
hallway.
Main hallway.
I got
You
it.
can just go south and then
got it.
east, Amara. Who is going? Conwyn, do an investigation.
That looks like a dick.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Well, no. What do you do? Yeah.
14.
Do with advantage because you were pointed here.
14.
You do notice there's something weird about this wall.
Interesting. Do we
Can I
think
help
that
him?
it's also
He did.
a secret?
So, knowing that something's a little weird, he's just going to start kind of kicking around the wall, bashing on the side of it with his hand, see if he can find a seam or hear anything.
Yeah. While he's doing that, does anyone want to try to use sense, try to perceive something?
Yeah, I would like to.
I
try
would
to-
listen.
Oh, yeah, you can
I'm
do it.
sorry.
No, you can do it. I'll help.
All right, Slither, roll that perception with advantage. Help from Clarark.
There you go.
I don't know why that?
Yeah, so you notice with your keen ears, actually, you hear the faint whistling of air moving through a small space, and you find seams. There's a secret door here. There's a secret door here. Conwyn, make a sleight of hand, my friend.
You're just choosing all the things I love.
Honestly, if you want, I could jimmy that for you.
2.
I could also
Nice.
try sleight of hand.
I can give it a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't really be sleight of hand. I'm kind of like just tapping around.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's not in athletics, but Pippin,
Oh, no,
Pippin,
I'm not saying.
make a
I would love to do a sleight of hand checks with my thieves' tools, just pressing things.
make an insight with advantage, Pippin.
Oh, an insight. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, because I'm figuring Pippin is kind of going to be analyzing this as though it's like a mechanical contraption. Yeah, with a 17, you kind of notice that this thing could probably be lifted, but it could also probably be shimmed up or something to that effect.
All right, who's got good strength?
Gee, I wonder.
Amara just stands back, watches. I don't do heavy labor.
Alright, Beryllium will lift.
Brillium steps up to the door and gives a small flex at the party.
Conwyn will assist.
Do an athletic.
Oh no.
Conwyn said he was assisting.
Is that what I was supposed to roll? A strength?
No,
Athletic
do an athletics.
Oh, okay.
with advantage.
Yeah, you roll it twice.
Alright. So
If you press shift before you roll it with beyond 20, it will automatically roll it twice for you.
If you have shift set, I think or does shift default?
That's the default.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Brillium's able to lift it partially. Like you guys could probably now use some sort of
Twice, because Conwyn was helping.
yeah,
oh right.
hold on,
Yep.
Sorry. Yep.
One more.
Better.
Brillium's able to lift it partially. She's doing like a deadlift or something. And
Nice.
she's able to kind of lift it up to about
I don't
her
know why I'm so
waist
weak all
or
of a
so.
sudden.
It's a very heavy door. It's a very, very heavy door. It's just stone. It kind of goes up and down in a vertical fashion.
What I wouldn't do for stone-skinned dwarf right now.
I lift stone all day.
I pick
Do
things
you
up.
even lift, bro?
I know.
The
So if I have some of
Rift
it
and I are
lift
just
it up a
standing
little
here
bit,
like
can
deadlifting the door. Is
Can
somebody gonna
somebody
do
put something under this, please?
Mara's like, I know a shadowy weapon that would be good to lodge it in.
Yeah, we get the cursed sword and we put it under the door. I'm just kidding. No, we don't. No, we don't.
My 6'2"
I don't really
frame
have
is not getting
anything.
under that door.
Two, one. Come on, guys. You
Hey, we
gotta
have
make
a
a decision
mech.
here.
Guys, we have a mech.
I'll
Pippin,
help.
your mech, it doesn't have strength? Does your mech
I
have...
mean, it does, but you want me to stand there and hold it open the entire
Well,
time?
no, but you can get out of the mech. Couldn't you put the mech under it to hold it open, and then we can get
Yeah,
through?
I could do that, yeah.
So like no one's
Alright.
ever done the limbo before. Amara's just gonna go and like slide underneath.
Yeah.
Pippin, if you right-click your character, there should be a thing that will come up.
Oh, okay, look at that.
Oh.
You like that?
Yeah.
Here, watch.
That's
Oh my
cool.
God, I got some tricks here, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, so I'm just gonna shove my mech under the door.
So
Yeah, and he his arms he is able to hold it at the same. He can't raise it higher, but he's able to hold it where Brillium Rift was holding it. And his arms, you hear kind of like a locking and a sound, and yeah, it kind of locks in place pretty sturdy. It seems
Alright,
like.
can I
Sweet.
slide under the
Really?
door?
say Amara would have already been in there.
Um,
I'm really
Where
good
did
at
I-
fitting in tight spaces.
am I crazy? I thought I had Maw over there. Did I just like?
Yeah,
delete
I moved him towards the door.
Oh, he's just. I
He's
understand.
under
Yeah.
Slither.
Gotcha.
Oops.
Let me move that out of the way.
So I would already be in there if there was an actual door. Oh, there it is. Bwomp,
Alright, sliding on in there.
bwomp.
Oh, it's.
Oh, this doesn't look
staff
fun.
goes all the way.
No, this is a similarly. Maybe it was at one point a
Tight
caved
space.
in bit, but it has kind of been partially excavated. Behind you, if anyone you would notice passively, there's no sort of eye holes or anything peculiar on the inside of this door like there was in the previous.
No glory hole? Gotcha.
Have
Right.
we decided how far I can command Maw?
Oops. Move it.
66. Well, no, a command. We'll say 120 feet.
Okay.
Interesting. There's a giant star down here, guys.
So Amara.
Those have been statues and stuff so far.
I would not move further in, but I would definitely.
Yeah, I would not move in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went through the door or whatever was there.
Yeah, the party noticed as they crept along this kind of decrepit passage, things got damper and there was a real musty smell. And even by the end of it, like where our arc is, there was even like a little bit of water on the floor. inside the actual room, Rift and Amara notice quickly there's quite a bit of water in this room. Furthermore, the ground seems all at a kilter. After passing the 10-foot square and 5-foot wide tunnel, the tunnel descends slightly until it reaches a room that smells like a sewer. The room contains the
Oh,
tilted
this
tiles.
terrible smell.
On the west side, it's probably 7 foot lower than it is on the east side, so you guys can kind of picture that slope there. Each 1 foot, every 10 foot, I'm sorry, you move to the left, the water gets 1 foot deeper. So we'll say right here, it's 1 foot deep. Right here at Rift, it's actually 2 foot deep. Right here, it's 3 foot deep. So basically, you get the drift. Every 10
2
foot.
squares, it's 1. Okay.
Right.
I'm excellent.
Can you swim in the mud, or is it gonna suck you down?
Right here at this ping, there is a statue. A wide alcove in the north wall contains a life-size statue of a kind of a reptilian creature. Many of you would know it to be a Sahuagin, but not all of you would. It's submerged up to its chest in sewer water. The statue is emitting a dim purple light. Its head is
It's a little
completely
tight
didn't
in
know we were
here.
coming to
Could we
visit you,
move into the
relatives.
room?
Alright, I'm gonna move it closer to this. I should be in like 5 feet of water now. Or
Slither just starts.
Oh.
You can see his tail going in
It's
the
like-
water and he's swimming over there.
It's like a murloc.
3.
its head is completely turned around and one of its arms is broken off and is nowhere to be seen.
Master Clorak, could you
Stop,
clear the tunnel?
Stop. Amara has got to do some stuff here.
Gotta do those checks.
But am I not allowed to climb on the statue to get out of the muck?
Yeah, I would not climb on the
No.
statue. What are you doing? We're all gonna die now because you chose to touch the statue.
Amara, get down from.
Amara, what is your feature there that protects from dark vision, correct? Specifically dark vision? Features.
Let's see. Let me read. Let me find it. I have so many things. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. It's just dark vision. That's umbral sight. So make a int saving throw for me, please. Well, first, I suppose I can put us all in initiative, but the surprise round is going to go to the creature here, which
I got a 16.
That's going to be a pass, but let's get back to that in just 1 second.
1 second. Hello?
And so too,
Hey, what's
Oh,
up?
god damn it.
the same level where the statue begins.
Okay.
I'm going to say that's going to be difficult terrain
Alright,
for you
sounds
guys
good.
because at that point the water is
Alright.
going to be.
Not for me.
Yeah, I believe you. I'll just check it out. Can you ping in there so it saves me looking on
what
your
is this
thing?
that you just showed us? I'm sorry.
It's like an amorphous blob. It's some sort of ooze.
Ooh.
Um,
Oh.
and
Is the statue turning into ooze, or is the statue like sweating ooze?
no, it seems like it was probably hiding in the murky water behind the
Oh,
statue.
okay.
Is what
Gotcha,
you would assume.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry, I'm being really trash right now. Let's get this initiative up.
actually, it's more than that. I keep forgetting to add my Dread Ambusher stuff.
Terrible.
So, Craig, I figured out why it has the 0.92. It's doing that so that when it puts it in turn order, it has the proper decimal.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Mine adds in the point, whatever, 0.5.
Sorry, it's not letting me actually roll an attack.
That's because it doesn't
Oh,
want
well.
you to attack me. Pretty sure.
All right, so that'll be 5 damage,
To who?
Mara,
To me?
and it is psychic damage. I don't know if you have any funky resistances. All right, and now having kind of went through a surprise round of combat, Amara, you're actually first to respond here.
How dare you touch me? Unless you have treasure, I will not
Oh, can't
walk
hear you.
through you. Oh, yeah. Sorry, forgot to unmute. I said, how dare you touch me? Unless you have treasure to cough up, I'm not gonna muck through you. And Amara is gonna fuck shit up.
Can we see what attacked, what's going on?
You guys can make it out, but it's like you can't make it out super well.
22 to
due
hit.
to that's gonna hit.
Okay. 6 plus a d8. 1, so 7. That sucks. Alright. Go again. Fuck my life. That's a 12. Does that hit?
Sorry, I'm being real fast. 12 does hit.
Oh, nice. 7 damage. And go again. That is going to be a 28 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
That's going to be 6 damage. And with my bonus action, that's going to be a 27 to hit. And that is going to be 10 damage.
All right, so I have 10, 6, 7, 6. That first point thing of damage was 6. Is that right?
7, I believe, because I had added the d8, which was a 1.
So 10, 7, 7.
Okay, let's see. It was 7, 7. Hold on. 6 and 10.
Amara, after kind of being assaulted by this energy from this blob standing in front of her, just yells out in a very aggressive fashion and shoots off her crossbows. It just impales it, riddles it, and it seems to kind of like go back under the water and like disperse.
As in it died or it just ran away?
Yeah, it died.
Yeah. It's like, ugh. How dare it not even give me any treasure?
I know this is meta, but assuming that was an ooze, is the ammunition she used gone?
I'll just follow the be consistent to our other things. So anything that misses is gone, and if it hits, we'll keep it. I mean, no, like they're sure, yeah. Oozes will ruin things because they dissolve. That's what he's getting at.
Yeah, I mean, typically you find garbage, so
So,
Lots of junky boots.
what does that
some
mean for
reason.
me exactly?
yes, true, very
If
true.
any munition against an ooze is just gone
Okay.
because they're they're like acidic jello or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough time. The arrows are you still see them, but it's like the shaft, everything. They're all messed up. You could maybe bring them back and have Pippin repair them if you really wanted to, but
Nah, we're fine.
Amara, are you alright? What happened?
I just climbed up on this statue, and this sludge thing decided to attack me. How dare it? And it wasn't even worth any money. I mean, at least be worth my trouble. Don't worry, I killed it.
Knowing you, is anything worth your trouble?
Many things
Amara,
are worth my trouble.
from where you are on the back of the statue, because again the head was turned around, but you notice that it's got kind of a bronzed face, and furthermore, the face doesn't seem to match the Sahuagin.
Huh. It appears to me that this face does not match the body. And it's bronze. Bronze is worth some pretty pennies. So, Amara's going to try to clean some of the muck off and either see if she can detach the head or see how the head was attached itself.
Make a perception.
12.
Yeah, I mean, you notice it looks like the head could probably be spun more or less, you know what I mean? It seems to be on like maybe a screw or something to that effect.
Ooh.
I think we should. Let's try. Do we want to try tightening it before we loosening it? Like, see if.
I feel like maybe it's facing
The
the
water
wrong
will
direction.
descend or something.
Would you say, Amara?
I think maybe it's facing the wrong direction.
Well, yeah, exactly. So we tighten it so it faces the right direction.
Well, we spin it. Whether
Yeah,
that
that's what I mean.
tightens or loosens.
But you can spin it right. No, because you can spin it right and left. So if we go by righty tighty lefty loosey, let's spin it
All
right.
child, I know how to turn the statue, and she just goes.
The statue's head turns around proper, and the bronze mask, which everyone can now kind of clearly see, is like an old human man, looking rather squirrely. The bronze actually seems to morph a little bit. When you guys turn the statue around, the head makes a very satisfying click. The mask seems to begin to smile in like a kabuki fashion before, with another click, falling off of the statue into the muck.
Are you sure I can't catch it?
You could make an athletics check with disadvantage.
What?
Slither dies.
Can those of us in front of the statue or close
First
to
one
it
is
attempt?
17. The second one is 12.
Everybody make your preference on athletics or sleight of hand preference.
Okay.
So 12 is my
Alright.
best.
Higher, okay, yeah.
It's pretty good considering I have
16?
a -1.
Craig, straight or disadvantage?
Why are you doing sleight of hand, bruv?
Anyone who's not on the statue, do it straight.
If we can do sleight of hand,
16.
That's
Athletics.
I think you had to do
17.
athletics. He gave us the choice. So maybe because you're so close.
Yeah, because you're like you're holding on to, you're climbing on the statue at the same time.
oh, I figured I was like
So-
on the base. That's fine.
17. Brillium and Conwyn both kind of reach up for the statue as it drops down, and Conwyn actually kind of like hip checks Brillium a little bit, who doesn't like get knocked aside, but it was more like she was surprised by the action, so she kind of just took a half a step.
Clark
Conwyn-
also got a 16, so he was also there.
Great.
They stepped on you to get it.
We all
Clark-
fall down into the water.
Clark was also there, but then he quickly just started like looking a little aggravated at Conwyn and just kind of flustered.
Apologies to both of you. So what is it that I caught exactly?
It's a mask. It's a bronzen mask. Would you like to investigate it, or run a perception would be what I would
No,
be
just put it
inclined to
on.
say.
Just put it on. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
This can't be a Loki incident.
That'll go so.
It just looks like a mask. It looks like this much copper, and it really is very nicely done to be a person. Like as you look at it, it seems to be like a doddering old man of some kind. Hair is disheveled, but the more you look at it, like it makes you feel a little uncomfortable. The eyes don't seem right. It's it seems.
So very clearly
Is
not a
it
holy.
magical, perhaps?
The mask.
Yeah, does anyone want to do Arcana?
It
or
did
anything?
Yeah, can I do an
smile at
Arcana
us.
check?
Put it on.
Mitch, I'm sorry, Conwyn. There was nothing you noticed.
All right, so Conwin's just gonna kind of look it over, and as an apology to Beryllium, gonna hand it over to her. This
Oh, it's
may
quite
be
a
more your taste.
What is this?
A mask, it appears.
Amara's like, I think that someone should do an Arcana check on it, if possible, if anyone is knowledgeable.
Yeah, I think
Can you
that's a
do
good
an
idea.
Arcana check on
Pippin
this
has
mask?
already offered that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, child. Did you
No,
say
no,
something?
it's fine. I'll give it a shot.
I tend to forget those smaller than me.
Do I just hand it over? So I hand it over to Pippin to do
There
the
you go.
Arcana check on it.
Yeah, Pippin observes it carefully, and being an artificer by trade as well as a cook, he knows everything to look for. He's familiar with enchantments. It doesn't seem to be giving off any real magical auras, but it does seem with a 21 that it's definitely been around powerful magics before. It's been
Could I
adjacent to.
check to see if I've seen anything like it before?
Sure, yeah. Roll a history. Roll a history. Finishing your Arcana, you did not really. There wasn't any other magic you sensed in the room.
I'm also good at history, Pippin. I will give you the help action.
Yeah, so Clark kind of comes over and looks at it together with you.
Bolt stop.
A little bit
Whisper
smarter.
between yourselves. Well, kind of what you conclude.
These things, aren't you?
The rest of the party watches as the two youngest members kind of have a very animated discussion for maybe a minute and a half. Clark and Pippin look up at the same time. Pippin says, "We think it's a wizard."
Mask is a wizard.
Interesting.
So turning the head didn't like
This is
make the
who
water
wand
go
belonged
lower
to?
or anything.
No to Rift's question. Somebody else was talking. I didn't hear.
I said perhaps this is the person the wand that we found belongs to.
Perhaps.
Does anybody want to try putting this mask on?
I would suggest selling this mask. Here, put
It's
it in the
got no-
bag.
It's got
Politely decline.
Somebody should try it on.
It had no magic, so yeah. Clark puts it on his face.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
By all means.
Clark puts it on.
Pippin takes a couple steps back.
Although I am a bird person, so it wouldn't really
It fits
fit on
very
my face
straight.
in
Yeah.
hindsight. Yes.
Literally, like this is what happened. And it kind of smacked against your beak a little bit.
This is on my beak.
Yeah, but you're kind of playing with the angle, and you do like a weird high angle, and it's nothing's.
I wonder if
On
it
that
would
note-
change the way you look.
On that note, I think this is a good time for a break, and I think that was a nice little first half. I'm a little bummed, guys. I thought that the pseudo Conwin, I thought that was going to be a little bit more.
Well, you forgot I'm a
It's
dread
fine.
They rolled
ambusher,
well.
baby.
They rolled quite well to do damage.
You know what's funny? I had said to myself that he was going to command you to flee as his first act.
Before we go on a break real quick, you said this statue was also missing an arm?
Yeah.
Didn't we pass an
Slither,
arm
you can
somewhere?
swim through the water. Can you see if there's like an arm somewhere under the water?
I can. Matter of fact.
I think that's what we should maybe look to. Yeah.
I think that's an excellent idea.
We
Go
can
find
do
your
this
relative's
quickly
arm.
before. Slither goes under the water, and Slither, roll a d6.
Excuse me.
This really is seemingly like sewage water too. You all notice, like it
Yeah.
smells vile. Slither goes down and he comes back up like 2 minutes later. He was down for quite some time, holding an arm. You all, Kythera would recognize it. The statue's arm is like an old elvish, rude gesture. Like it's a gesture they
Like
would.
a middle finger.
Yeah, that's how you right. Right. It's like some kind of equivalency, right? And it's like a very
I
rude
recognize that
gesture.
from anywhere.
This is a very Fang statue.
Morty, peace among worlds. Isn't that hilarious?
My old friend Cutter taught me what that one was.
Someone has a good sense of humor.
Slither, you should reattach that to the statue.
100%. It will be hilarious for whoever comes down here next.
Do you do so, Slither?
Since I am carrying it, missing an arm, yeah, I mean, as long as that's party consensus,
It takes you a
Yeah.
I'm
second.
going to attach this.
Yeah,
Do
no,
it.
you fit it just in place so that all the seams line up perfectly, and then you go away, and then the arm just falls back out.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, cool.
But what if we take some of this muck, stick it in the cracks, put
Yes.
it in, and use the fire to bake it like it's
Could
Right,
I
lead?
yeah.
could I mend it?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
solder it or mend it. Yeah.
Yeah, mend it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mend it.
Yes.
Secret flame.
Well,
I cast Spare the Dying on the statue.
yeah, we'll say the statue's arms was like 11.9 inches, and
Just
so it was.
barely.
Yeah, they were. So it was. You're sweating. Sweat kind of accumulates on your brow as you cast the mend, and some light goes off, and the arm attaches. You now see in front of you, mostly covered in muck, a statue of a Sahuagin with a proper Sahuagin face now, just kind of smushed in a little bit since the other mask was covering it, doing this kind of old, rude gesture to everything in front of it.
Amazing.
On that
Worth
note,
it.
yeah, nothing otherwise happens, and let's take a
Because
break,
it's
guys.
dirty, we need to clean it. He said it was covered in muck. I bet you if we clean the statue, that will
Is
be
Oh.
Clara
rewarded.
still wearing the mask, by the way?
What'd you say?
Are you still wearing the mask?
Oh, what
it
if we
didn't
put
do
the
anything, so-
mask on the statue?
Now that we've fixed it, we take the mask that got off. No, I'm kidding. I put the mask in the bag of holding.
Yes,
All right.
excellent. All right, pee break.
Yes.
Cool.
Time to pee, baby.
While people are gone,
I
Conwyn
need to
is
take a different way to work tomorrow. Did you guys see the damage that was done to the overpass on I-87?
What, was there a big accident today?
8A, somebody ran into the overpass with, it looks like a cherry picker on the back of their trailer.
Shit.
Yeah, all day at the clinic we had people that were either not going to make it or were really late.
The Sitterley Road overpass that was damaged.
Yeah, and then later in the day I went to call my father and was like gonna tell him about the accident. He goes, I'm on the Northway and everything's really backed up and I don't know why.
There is a company that has made a morphing wheel that can go back and forth between a triangular tread and a rotating wheel in 2 seconds while the vehicle's in motion.
He's what? Oh, okay, sure.
sweet ass key. So it was like 1,000,000 degrees today, and it's gonna be 50 tomorrow. Right. I think I'm gonna make myself a little cake. I deserve a little cake. Right?
Everything, yeah, everything in Shatter. Kyle, did you notice in your journal yet? There's a spiritual weapon there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. You can deploy that at your leisure. I'll have all the concentration things by next week, hopefully. But you clerics are kind of a pain, so you might have to keep me updated when you do like big changes to your prepared spells and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kirthir, same thing for you too. In your journal, there's a flaming sphere you can drag out and drop on people too whenever you
Flaming
want in
Spear is
combat.
good. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, but I can't get
Morphire.
I see how it is.
Well, yeah. I thought you were a cleric.
Yeah.
No, I was
Does
looking
it
at your
have to-
spells.
I am the only cleric, and yeah.
No,
Kyle,
Mitch
Does
needs
it
to
really,
be
have
a
to
special
have an
snowflake,
actual
otherwise he'll
target?
cry.
really, Mitch, I really wanted to get the ones that had movement in them. You know what I mean? Because the zone of truth and stuff like that, I figure it's static, so I could just drag something out and put it. You know what I mean? But the ones that people can move, I wanted to make sure we're in it.
Do I have to have like a actual target, like an enemy, or can I just fire it at walls and shit at will? Cool.
Yeah, and it lasts, I think a minute, but I don't really know. The way
Yeah,
I set it up, I'm trying to be consistent with these ones. So any of you guys who have the kind of concentration things where you drag around, where's the party right now? Let me do it so you can, so like if the spiritual weapon's right there, right now Kyle's the only one who can see it. But if you click on it, Kyle, you see how it says 10, 5, 20?
Oh, I actually can't click on it.
Really?
Yeah, I tried.
see.
I see it.
I see
I
the
see it, but I
spiritual
can't click on it.
Oh, I know what I gotta do. Well, I don't want everybody to be able, now you
No, I should be able to click
There
on
we
it.
go.
now you can, and you see the
Yes.
10, 5, 20, Kyle?
Yes.
So it's like the middle value is how far the damaging radius is. The last value is the movement, and the first value is how many turns it's up. That's what it is.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm consistent with that. So any of these kind of concentration things like that you move around are going to have that format, like number of turns it's in, damage radius,
What's
movement.
on the movement? Okay, gotcha,
Yep,
gotcha.
yep.
How exactly do I go about doing that?
It'll
I'm
be in
go-
your journal.
I'm gonna name it Talons.
Yeah, and if you want, I'll even update the yeah, is that what you want? Like a bird hand or something?
I'll think about. I was thinking something birdie, but I'm not sure what yet. I will think on it.
Yeah, just let me know and I'll customize the look of it for you. I will say-
I want it to be Laserbeak from Transformers. I'm just kidding.
You were so impressed with Pippin's that it was like a bird-looking mech that you could only do with your energy. No, I mean think about it and let me know. But okay, Theory, your thing went over there. I see you dragged one out. I think. Oh, you dragged two out. Yeah, your first one was out of bounds. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, my time estimation. I remember in the beginning I said I thought this, however many months, 6 months, 8 months, or whatever. Based on the timing I'm seeing right now, it'll definitely be like, it could go as long as like a year, to be honest, maybe even a little bit longer.
I mean, I'm good with anything. So
There's a lot. I mean, there's a metric ass ton of content. There is a metric ass ton of content.
I mean, we don't need to be super cautious through everything.
No, absolutely not. I mean, if some character deaths are not the end of the world.
Craig, there's an.
Just so you know, I'll probably
can
be
see everything.
occasionally-
You can see everything.
Everything.
Don't.
Shield your eyes. Don't look.
Shield your eyes.
Does-
I cast blindness deafness on Craig. Not Craig, on Paul.
Why can anybody else see everything?
No.
No.
What did you used to be able to see everything?
No.
Slither?
No.
Just do a refresh. I didn't do anything to you. Just do a refresh.
Okay.
You can see everything.
Bad boy.
I've been a
So
bad.
you're
He hacked
aware
you.
too.
He hacked you.
Just so everybody's aware too, there'll probably be times with this new job where I'll be picking up shifts and stuff, but I'll make sure to let everybody know.
No, that's totally fine, Kathira. I really appreciate you letting us know and all that.
Yes.
Appreciate your company too and playing with us.
It's lots of fun.
Yeah, Paul, can you still see everything?
Hold on.
But if you can see everything, you have to make sure that you don't see it.
Oh my god! I know. Craig.
Tell us everything.
Somebody cast
All right, I
unseen.
think I'm okay.
I literally didn't touch your token at all, so I believe you 100 million %. It's just this stuff is so quirky.
I don't think there's a way I can.
Oh, Kyle, you're amazing. Yeah, I'll make that
Maybe-
exact thing your token.
The cat walked across.
Well,
the
half of
keyboard.
it, but yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, no, you get that until you fix Pippin.
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say, I'll tell you what, you fix that, I'll fix yours. Although it makes Pippin seem like more of a badass because there's two of him now. No, I'm kidding.
All right, I'm all right. I'm good.
Constant mirror image. All right, great.
Yes.
Is everybody kind of ready, or you need a
Yes.
couple more
Yeah.
minutes? All right.
Repeat, and I'm all ready, sir.
Although now I don't see.
I don't see
Damn
you.
I don't see you.
I don't see
I don't see
Paul
Slither.
either. Oh, there you are.
There
Reconnect
he is.
time.
I just reconnect.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
There everybody
Stupid.
is.
When
Ding.
our 7 powers
Hello.
combine.
I'm just gonna peek out this corner here because I feel like there's a reason there's a corner
Wait,
here.
I have a question. Does the water keep getting deeper?
Yeah,
does
every
it-
foot. Like,
Oh.
Clarark is probably up to, like, that literally comes up to your head, I would
Hey,
assume.
Okay,
Maybe
I
even more.
You can fly.
I was gonna say I fly. I fly to this corner.
All right, you do so really loudly and ungracefully, being kind of covered in water and muck, like it. And more than that, when you do so, you fling bits of filth to everyone
Oh.
around
Oh,
you. But you
dear.
do. You fly up.
Thanks.
Someone raises his shield.
Amara says, I'm
You-
taking
you
that
deflect
out of
both
your
of the ladder.
compensation.
Clark
I
flies
got a
over.
15 unless someone wants to help me.
I'm not
I'll
going
help
over
you
there.
out.
Slither swims over, and the two of you investigate it together.
Where is it 6 foot
Eight.
deep? I can go that far.
It's
Do a
7
ruler.
feet towards the left side.
Oh yeah.
You start at the right, and it gets a foot
I would say
deeper
this would
every
be
second foot you go.
6, I think.
Every second?
Yes, right, every
Every-
second square.
Every second. Oh, I thought you meant second is in time. You know, where
Every
there's
second
5
it gets
seconds.
deeper and deeper.
With an 18, you guys look around, and no, it just seems to be a normal, like, alcove. The filth and muck seems to be particularly dense here.
Oh,
But-
I can go all the way.
All
Okay.
the
The
way.
remnants of the
All
group.
the way.
So what happened? What happened?
They were
it's just a dirty
checking things
corner.
out. Yeah.
What?
Just a dirt corner.
What?
Just a dirty corner.
There's
Interesting.
no way that I'm swimming through this with full armor.
No, we're good.
Nice.
That's why I flew.
Yeah, I'm totally tall.
So something's just.
So back to
We
north, I
came here
guess.
just for a mask.
I guess a
I
mask
mean,
and to fight
Should we
It's-
try to put the
I
mask
bet the
back
It's
on?
a
does
cool
something.
Maybe
mask.
All right.
No, we already dropped in the
always
bag of
take
holding.
it back, right?
Are we not going to try and put the mask back?
I mean, somebody dropped it in the bag
I mean,
of holding
I
already.
can try it.
so-
I take it out of the bag of holding. I
So
put it
your
back on the
face
statue.
doesn't fit. Oh, you mean on the statue?
That's what they were asking, to put it back on the statue.
Mm.
Yeah. See if I
Make
can-
sure you hold it up there so it doesn't
You-
fall.
You put the mask back on the statue. The mask turns into a frown, and the head pops up and spins back around.
God damn it. Okay, so I spin the head back around the right way, and I take the mask back off.
So Clark spins the head around. It clicks down into place. The map pops off. Make an athletics check.
Well, no. This time he knows it's going to fall off.
Can that
Right,
be
okay, fair.
acrobatics, please?
With advantage. No. Do athletics.
Can I help him?
Say, Amara would definitely have been there since she's in charge of the bag and he just took
I
it
got a,
from her.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Okay.
Yep, you definitely catch it right out of the air, as though you did it. Were expecting it to do so, so you caught it.
And it's gone.
Okay.
Man, catching a
Let's
mask on
get
a
outta
puzzle
here.
we already solved. What a waste of a
Really?
nat 20.
Are you happy
Hey,
now?
it was worth the
And she
second
holds
try.
up the bag.
Yes, I
We
put it back
came
in the bag
here
of
for a
holding.
mask. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, bye.
Maybe there'll be a future puzzle where there'll be a face that needs a mask.
You know what? I
Right.
feel like we should go south, don't you?
I've wanted to go south this whole time, but we voted north earlier.
Yeah, the party voted north.
Well, we're already
Um,
halfway
And the
there.
stuff at a split road is again. Could
I'm gonna hop back in my mech.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we can close that secret door.
You do so
wait,
when
you
it kind of.
seen other
Yeah, we
things?
closed the door. Yes.
This might be dumb, but DM, can I think back of the statues we've seen so far? Do any of them look like they were missing a mask?
No.
Okay. All right.
So south it is then.
Yay.
I got to refresh it.
Oh, are we going south? Cool.
Yes. Let's go to that room, guys. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I can't control my map. It's too
don't
big.
move too fast. I mean, consider you can only move like 30 feet around.
We've already been through these hallways though, so move infinite.
No, don't no, because the dungeon is alive around you, and there's
Oh,
movement
things
happening.
can change.
Your own
Okay,
Absolutely.
I gotcha.
No, I've
guys
been
are-
going 25 feet every time.
You guys will be coming back to this level 1 several times, I would assume, and I really would not recommend you to assume it to be unchanged since you came.
I see. Okay.
You made that pretty clear in session 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that, so that's my bad.
Yep, this whole the dungeon and the greater world is things that are always happening as you guys are doing your happenings.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, I
Mars
just thought you meant as in the
here.
bad guys might move around and stuff. I didn't.
I was
I
just
didn't
always
even
a
the
little
rooms would
bit quicker
change.
than you.
If you guys
Okay.
are in here for a couple of years, you might see another Sunder.
Meow. Let
Alrighty.
me in, baby.
What's this door?
You just kind of looking at it passively, it seems just like two normal double doors. They are the same kind of sturdy but old looking wood, metal hinges.
Okay, can we go in?
Check for
Yep.
traps.
Yeah, we're doing investigation. Pip.
Nat 20.
Nope, seems fine. You guys
Alright.
open the door.
We
On a nat 20, there were 8 traps, but you got rid of all of them on your
Yeah.
nat 20, so.
Give me just a moment here, guys.
Oh, yay. Another divide.
Well, Master Birdman, you wanted to go
South?
I wanted south, so I think we keep going south. That's my opinion. But
means
no.
lead.
Oh, I definitely do not lead.
We know eventually, like, it's gotta be
I will lead,
up that
but
space.
I just had to take some pills.
It's gotta be
I'm
what,
getting
Amara?
old.
Oh. Who disappeared?
I disappeared.
Meh.
Roll 20 being really stupid.
Are
Oh
we
man.
going down? Is that what
Right
we're doing?
or left?
South.
Oh, did we already
Uh,
go through those doors?
Yeah, we went
Which
through
Getting
doors?
down here to the south, Rift and Conwyn and all those who kind of come down close, notice that this hallway we come into is both a very long hallway, but so too, it seems the stone is far more smooth, nearly polished than previous areas you all have been to.
Hmm.
Is
The
this
horror.
supposed to have spotlighting all around as well?
Yeah, there are lights up and down the corridor. They come from candles that you see. They seem to be floating up against the wall.
What is this?
What's what? Where?
Is this like a door?
Floating candles?
That would
Yes,
be a door.
correct.
Yes, that's a door.
On both sides or just
I
one?
feel like the candles
A door on one side, a
no
hallway
one
on the other.
flame,
What? Oh.
no one wax.
What
I'm
way?
sorry.
Does it appear like
So
no one
yeah,
wax?
as you look closely, the wax does drip down like normal. But when it gets to the bottom of the candle, it doesn't drip further from there, and you can't really tell what's happening. If you were to spend a couple of seconds looking really closely, you would even just think to yourself, "Man, these aren't going down."
Ever burning candles, perhaps?
Yeah.
These are
Like
pricey.
enchantment on these candles.
If I take a candle, does the enchantment wear off?
Is that what
don't-
are you gonna do so?
I don't know that I would remove a candle.
Amara would definitely check it out. She'd look at the candle and see if
No.
there's a way to remove one. Like, making sure
Maybe
it
our
wasn't
fire
trapped.
inclined party member might know something about it. Good.
Pippin recognizes them as something called ever burning candles. But beyond that, he doesn't know too much. He knows they're supposed to be able to burn forever, and yeah. Amara, did you say you reached up and grabbed one?
I wanted to make sure it wasn't trapped first, but yes.
Um, do an investigation.
That would be a 14.
Yeah, you don't notice any traps, no strings or anything like that. It actually doesn't even touch the wall. It's hovering just away from that,
Oh,
and
it's
you reach up.
floating. I gotcha.
You reach up and you grab it and you pull it down, and the flame goes out.
I put it back. Does the flame go back?
No, and actually, yeah, that's a good point. It does not, and furthermore, so it would be this one.
So it would just lose its enchantment if it is removed from its space?
That would be kind of what you would assume based on what just happened.
So then it's not the candles that are enchanted, it's the space?
Sconces?
Make an insight.
Fuck my life. 4.
Yeah, you've already kind of stopped trying to make heads or tails in here. This isn't like any sort of caverns or deep dark place you've ever explored, so you're just rolling with the punches at this point.
And one's gonna keep moving.
Do we
Yeah.
want to go
West?
left or right?
Well, I had to try.
Left is more south?
West?
No, it's
Cardinal
not.
direction? West?
Well, west, yes, but then south after that, so southwest.
But there's a south.
Well, there's a
over here
northern
as
one,
well.
More
too.
splits in the hallway.
Ugh. Let's
That
not let
is
the child pick our directions, guys.
Oh, I think we could probably just peek in this door real quick before we go down
Well,
the south.
yeah.
hold up right there.
Okay,
One
yep,
sec.
yep.
Oh yeah, I would not be in the
Our
lead. I will go back. Yeah,
Yeah, go back.
I said that. I'm never in the lead. Yes, I said that earlier.
Rift.
Seems like you're forcing
Rift
other
and
people
myself.
go while telling us where we need to go.
Who wants to go in the door?
He asked us to
I think
wait.
Craig
He
was
asked us to wait.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You guys are good. Sorry, I'm just trying to be really certain I don't miss any fun things for you
Okay.
adventurers.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I would probably want to look through.
to go through the door.
All
I'd
right.
like to go through the door. Yeah.
Someone will
Can
check
I
the handle.
stealthily open the door?
Whoa, you just
Con
knocked me
Con
out. of the way.
Conwyn, do a investigation. Rift had already said she's gonna reach in for that door.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Rift.
Well, no. Do you? Yeah. I mean, if you want, you guys had kind of said that at the same time. So if you want to investigate, and if you notice any traps, I'll call that out.
I do not.
Kind of. Yeah. Okay. Rift, you go and you jiggle the door. The door opens and it swings into.
Roll initiative.
No. It seems to just be a empty kind of maybe it's a
Janitor's
closet.
closet.
Yeah, there seems to be a bunch of like shovels and pickaxes
I'm in the closet,
like
guys.
that thrown in there.
So I definitely want to go in there and see if there's any
Yeah,
hidden
can I
objects, anything of worth,
Anything
Yeah, of
possibly
course.
a.
Are you You're looking for like valuables?
Yes, and anyway, like if there's like a door or a safe or anything that like.
Do an investigation.
I'd really just like to use my perception, please. Oh, I got
That's
a nat
so-
20. So 20.
So Mara
Nice.
comes in hungry,
Nice.
kind of always hungry with a keen eye for treasure. Our party's Gloomstalker comes in, and you see one helmet in the back that has some gemstone adornments on it, and we'll say they are. They seem of value to you. It seems like a helmet encrusted with some valuable gems to you at this point.
So is anyone watching her, or is everyone looking?
Yeah.
I think we're all
Barely
looking in
am
the, we're all
there.
looking in the
Room
same
view.
closet.
Right,
It's one tiny closet.
There's like 3 different people looking in the closet.
I think we should do an Arcana check on that
Really?
helmet to make sure it's
Rift
not a magic
moves
helmet.
up one more.
You weren't there, naughty, naughty, naughty.
Arcana check on the
I
helmet.
mean, hey, well, I mean, Amara, if you want to roll some sort of deception, that's up to
I
Amara.
just want to
But
shove it in the
Sleight of
bag
hand?
without telling anybody.
do a deception with do a straight deception, and Clarark,
Well-
Slither, and Rift
13.
all roll insight.
Please, somebody get a nat 20.
I got 22.
Clarark noticed
I
Clarark noticed the
definitely
helmet.
didn't notice anything.
Rift was looking at some of the pickaxes in there, kind of judging the steel on it as though she could use it for some sort of weapon. Slither, do an insight.
I'm
Oh,
working on it. Sorry.
No, you're good. My fault.
Clarark like being loud about this one too.
Oh, I will be in a second.
Where are you even positioned right now?
He's like directly behind
Right
you.
behind you.
He's directly behind
It's
you.
right behind
Why
you with a
isn't he looking
22.
for stuff?
Guys, there's a helmet. I think we should see if it's a magic helmet.
The jig is up.
Amara, give that to one of the spellcasters so we can do an Arcana check.
I mean, it's already in the
Yeah.
bag. That seems so tedious.
No, it's okay.
You can take it out of the
told
bag.
you I
There's
could
barely
trust.
any gems on
Amara.
it.
Amara, take it out of the bag, Amara.
Clark comes over in a antsy manner and digs into the bag and pulls out the.
Amara slaps his hand. Don't go in the bag. There's dangerous things in there, child.
Not just your bag, Amara.
Yeah, the bag is
I
our bag,
know it's
Amara.
not my bag. I just think it was a waste of time. I just put it in the bag. I didn't
Guys,
think
I
it
think
was...
we should maybe rethink trusting Amara with the bag. She seems awful judgy about the bag, guys.
I have told you I don't trust this
I
one.
would like to take a look at that helmet.
Don't feel
I mean,
very
you can look at it if you
trustworthy
want.
about
I
her
just thought it was a
holding our
waste of time.
valuable
I just put it in the
items.
bag. You know,
Yeah.
I figured if it's...
Conwyn, I agree with that. I think, does everybody here think Conwyn is a good, loyal, just man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I vote we give Conwyn the
Cool.
bag of holding.
We already discussed this earlier, and you gave the bag to me, so I don't understand
Yes,
why
now
all of a
we've
sudden.
Right, but now we're
But now
taking
we
it.
But we,
voted.
but we
Now
know
we've-
you're tainted.
We've
What
caught
do
you
mean?
lying to us.
I merely
We've
put an
caught
item
you
in the
lying
bag
to
of
us.
holding. I don't see why
Without
that's so
telling
suspect.
anybody.
You were
Perhaps it's the
sneaking.
way you talk
when we're
about.
when we're
Yeah, vote
going
one
through our
Amara,
loot
two
later
not
and we come
Amara.
up.
One Amara, two not Amara.
We grow suspicious of you each moment.
Every time you try
This
to
is
steal treasure away
4
from us, we
times
get
you have
sneaky.
attempted to lie to us about the
Yeah, this is like
contents of the room
What
the
are
third
or
or
you
fourth
something that
talking
you have
about?
found.
All I did was put an item in the bag. When
Without
we
telling us.
empty
Without
the bag,
telling us about it.
So
Slither, you have advantage roll since your background.
what is he inciting me?
Yeah, I'm assuming, is that correct, Slither?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh, we can hear you breathing.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
neat.
Sorry.
You don't know for sure. She doesn't seem evil to
Oh
you.
no,
Like
I know.
she seems like your ally, but you would not trust her with gold or valuables at this point.
We have 4 not Amara votes as is.
If that is a fourth, then yes. So what will the party do?
I would say Conwyn is the most
Conwyn.
trustworthy.
Yeah, I say we give it to Conwyn.
Amara, do you give Conwyn the
Agreed.
bag?
I slit my eyes and I say, I see how it's going to be. That's fine. I don't have to put things in the bag anymore. I'll just leave them on the shelf to rot. And I
Maybe.
No, that's not.
put the
Trying to
bag
deceive.
on the floor. And I
Oh
kick
no!
it.
Did we just cause a rift in the party?
Conwyn picks up the
There's
bag.
already a rift in the party.
Did we just create a second rift in the party?
Conwyn picks up the bag and passes the helmet to
What was
Pippin.
the first rift in the party?
Yes.
There's a character named Rift.
Oh. Haha.
Pippin to a either an Arcana or a. If you guys want to
Oh,
spend
it's
10 minutes,
definitely
you
gonna
can.
be an Arcana.
Yeah, I mean, you don't sense any sort of energies about this.
Oh.
As
I mean, I know the dungeon evolves around us, but to be honest, 10 minutes to find out what this is, might as well.
Oh, but the Arcana check said no magic.
yeah, no, yeah, right. Mitch was kind of criticizing. I'm sorry, Mitch was criticizing the 10 minutes idea. No, he just did an Arcana check, so he was just kind of perceiving.
Oh, I didn't hear the Arcana check. And
Yep.
no, I wasn't criticizing the idea. I'm like, 10 minutes is 10 minutes. If we can figure
Yeah,
out
for
something
future
is, then we might
identifiers.
as well.
Oh, I understand. Yes, and that is accurate too. 10 minutes, like IRL, when you think about it, like you don't do too much
Yeah.
in 10 minutes. But yeah, so with an Arcana, you don't sense any aura about it. But with such a high Arcana check, and given your subclass and class, you think to yourself, man, these are pretty dang expensive gems. You would probably give the helmet itself next to no real value, but there's probably 200 gold worth of miscellaneous gems in there.
Sure, we'll be able to kind of buy it on the surface.
Oh,
We'll
look,
say there-
it's not magical or anything someone would want to wear. It's just worth money. It should just go into the bag, shouldn't it?
Yes, but
stares
it's
at
always
everyone.
worth checking, and I think we will always tell each other about the treasure as opposed to hiding treasure from each other.
I wasn't hiding it. I just put it
I'm
in the
gonna
bag.
put the helmet back in the bag of holding.
Here's the
Right
thing,
on.
though, Amara. You tried to do a sleight of hand check or a deception check, and I got a good insight, so I
did
saw
not. I just put
That's
it in
right.
the bag, and you guys looked to see if
Friends.
it was there.
Story in the world is what it is, and we just keep moving on with it. That's how we're going to
Yes.
maximize the fun we have.
Yes.
Pippin noticed there was one 100 gold gem in there and two 50 gold gems. Yes, Pippin?
Does the end of the hallway look out of
Do we
sorts
want
at
to
all?
go this way?
You guys notice as you continue along this way, the corridor just seems to be really, really clean yet. This kind of whole corridor, since you guys got back at, you opened up the double doors and you went right, and you came to that initial cross section, and that's been the start and the continuation of the really clean hallways.
Oh,
Oh,
why
so
can't
the
I
end
move?
down here by me and Pippin is just a clean
Oh,
hallway?
somebody was on me.
Okay.
Yep, that's all. Yep. In fact, Clark, right there near you is like super clean.
Huh. I'm gonna do
So,
perception on the super cleanliness.
do we want to go down this hall or keep going?
Stop.
Uh,
Um,
Nope.
Kathira,
Stop who?
everyone, but Kathira especially. So,
I got a
Where
23 on the clean hallway.
um, you think
Can't
to
see
yourself, what was that with perception? So you would perceive that something was probably there. Hold on, let me just make sure I get this event properly. Kathira, what's your passive wisdom?
Passive wisdom.
Yeah, okay, so
Wait,
you
hang on.
actually, no, I just checked it out. While you were walking forward, you actually, and Rift, you aren't there either. You stopped right there because you noticed in front of you, although it looked like kind of open, free space as one was moving, your finely honed sense of perception allowed you to see that there was actually it was like a clear substance almost basically filling the corridor in front of you. And in fact, we're all going to roll initiative right now. What you saw in front of you was what certainly Amara and Slither and probably maybe one or two of you would have recognized as an ooze monster standing right in front of you. He was waiting to engulf you.
Wow.
So anything about that clean hallway? No, I'm just kidding. I guess we could assume the ooze has been moving around the hallway, sucking things up like a Roomba.
Yeah, you would, especially with your high level, you would combine your perception of the previous Nook. You would probably say, yeah, that ooze, since it so totally fills the space of the corridor, it probably just does, sucks things in as it goes. And when it sits in one place for a long time, probably just has that cleaning effect.
Guys, I think this is just like a janitorial ooze. I think we should leave it be and let it keep cleaning.
If you could clean up this mess, that would be thankful.
Also, since we notice it sucks things up, be careful with things you stab into it in case it absorbs your weapons.
Aberrant
old is
Nightmare
Clark?
doesn't deserve to survive.
How old is Clark?
Teens? Let's go with 16 to 18, somewhere in there. Well, I would have been when I struck out, but I'm level 5 now, so let's say 18.
You were playing younger earlier.
I mean, I was never 12. I'm definitely a cleric who has skills. I'm naive, but I'm not a child.
Amara?
Oh, did we input our new initiatives?
I had, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Alright then. Amara?
How in the hell did you get a
That is funny.
initiative?
I got the exact same thing, so it
How
didn't
did I
even
get
matter.
what?
You +7 to initiate.
And technically from
It's
my
part of the Gloomstalker.
from my Gleamstalker actually adds 3 to that. So it's
Nice.
So
Wow.
plus 10.
Amara will basically always be on top of the turn orders in the
Right.
under. Almost always.
That's my skills, baby. Alright, Amara is going to say, if only I could bottle you up, you'd make a great weapon.
Pet?
Yeah, no, a great weapon. It's not a pet, obviously. It would eat
Can
far
we
too
adopt
much.
it? I think we could make it a pet.
Alright, first one is going to be a 27 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, that is 9 plus a d8 is going to be a 3, so 12 damage on the first one.
Okay.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Hits. First bolt Goes into the cube and just stops midway. Second bolt, same thing. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Both now lying suspended in the middle of the cube.
Hmm.
The cube otherwise unfazed.
Well, that's all I can do.
Does this cube look delicious or
hit?
disgusting?
To be, it's really hard. It's very, very clear. It's very translucent. It has perhaps a kind of aqua green tint to it.
It's soap.
It doesn't. It doesn't look like it's taking any damage
I
from
was
my
thinking
arrows at all.
bleach.
Bleach, yes, it's bleach. That's fine too. Gooey bleach.
It's hard for you to judge on a blob, but I mean, yes, you feel like you're doing something. It's making noises and
Okay, cool.
kind of jiggling back and
Does
forth.
18 hit?
18 does hit, yes.
Okay. So that is 9 more damage, and I will use my bonus action. 25
attacks?
to
Wow.
hit. That is 10 damage. Okay.
Excellent. All 4 hit. 37 total.
How many attacks does a Gloomstalker get? Because I have a ranger and I only get 3
I
attacks. How'd
have-
you get 4?
2
Perfect.
attack actions plus 1 bonus action to attack, and with my skill, I get my Dread Ambusher. I get an extra 1.
Only on the first turn.
Yes,
she
on
gets
the
like
first
the
turn.
attack on the
And
first
then I
turn.
add a D8 to that, so that was the first one.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
It's like the shtick of the Gloomstalker. They go first. It's like a roguey ranger.
Yeah, it's
kinda.
it's like a blast up front, and then it's kind of regular.
Oh, sorry. Any movement, Amara?
No, because I don't want to get hit by a blob, so I'm staying here. Or actually, I could at least move. Well, I can't do
Not
that
really.
without getting out of its range. Yeah, no, I'm good.
I've got sight on. I am.
Follow the dynamic. So if the dynamic lighting goes, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
So I'm going to attack with my crossbow
Okay.
with Crimson Ring.
You shoot off. Oh man, I made these circles red. They should be like lightning color. I'm a fool.
What were you gonna say, Craig?
No, your crimson right is lightning. And funnily, I just made it a red dot. That was wrong of me. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Oh. Yeah.
21 definitely hits. What's the extra D6 for? Remind me.
Crimson Ray? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So I'll just subtract the 3 then.
Yeah.
All right. But then
No.
update your macro. Yeah, so that'll be 12. But then you have the +1 arrow. You didn't tell me you were changing your arrows, so I'm going to assume you've still been using your +1s. Is that right?
That's all I have, so yes.
Yeah, so 13. All right.
Let me do it this way then.
You can add a custom modifier to your attack that's +1 to damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I don't. Again, I
so-
don't know why.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna set. I'm gonna go with precedent. I'll always take the crimson right damage and ignore the custom damage. So there, you're at 7, 8.
+1.
Yeah, 7, 8. You
Yeah,
know
I'm
what?
sorry.
You should change that custom damage to just be a flat +1, and that would fix everything. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I understand, but I'm not. It was fixed. Now all of a sudden it's rolling it.
No, you're all good.
But anyway, so my last is going to be my last.
Yep. The bolts, when they strike into the blob, kind of little snakes of electricity go over the 22 hits.
Does it look like it hits the way it should?
It, it's one of those hard questions to answer. It seems to be affected as you would expect.
Excellent.
12.
Beautiful.
That is my.
The third arrow striking it. The blob letting out like a weird whimpering noise. In world, I don't suspect they would be called this, but kind of like a whoopee cushion noise almost.
Is that thing flatulating?
I believe it's trying to talk. Who speaks farts?
All right, so Conwin's going to move up one so he can make an attack against it. Nat 20.
Excellent.
Hits.
So we're also going to do the radiant damage from a divine smite.
All right.
So that's 9 initial. Let me roll the crit damage and the smite.
– Conwin, can you do me a favor? Start keeping track of how many divine smites you do.
Oh, I do. I have to expend a spell slot to use it.
No, I mean, but like cumulative.
Cumulative? Okay.
Yes, sir. You understand what I'm meaning by that?
I understand entirely what you mean by that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, so that's 22 total damage on the first attack.
How do you do it? This thing is a big Jello cube. It takes up most of the whole way in front of you. With
So
a couple
I mean,
of
I know the flail is technically piercing damage, but it's also obviously a big blunt object.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a little jumping strike, if I can even do that, on the top of it.
Yeah.
And you just see a column of radiant energy slam down into the top of it, splattering it everywhere.
Yes, the party actually thought there was sparks on the ceiling. They thought that your flail was scraping the top, but the sparks seemed to follow it down, and they weren't sparks. It was this radiant power impacting. Yeah, the ooze splattered mostly backwards, but so too a little bit at you. Conway now pretty reflexively raised his shield. The ooze splattered harmlessly against the shield.
Raising the shield arm above me. A Minotaur's might!
So, as far as this ooze goes, all the weapons that were lost into it, can they be taken out now that it's dead?
You can take them out, but they're rapidly losing their repair. They're getting shitty real fast.
So they were like acidic?
Yes, you can now, as you do so, make a Constitution save with advantage.
Well, if they're just going to suck, I'm not going to go in there and grab them.
All right, Amara she won't have learned about oozes too in depth yet, but yeah, you can even you hear it.
It reacted to my arrows last time, so
right.
I guess they're just lost claws. I'm so sick of all these things eating my arrows. What a waste.
Is there anything in the hallway behind where the ooze was?
No, it seems you can make a perception if you'd like. Just passively looking at it, it seems identical to the previous one you looked at, wherein it was like more worn and clean than the areas around it. You would surmise that the ooze likes chilling out at ends of corridors.
Corners, yeah. Okay.
Is there anything non-mundane that's left behind?
Doing
clearly not dilapidated.
Yep, you can do an investigation check, kind of like peering over, the quickly.
I've seen nothing but ooze splatter everywhere.
Yeah, it's just some ooze splatter. Even if the party wanted, you roll again with advantage. Somebody help.
Yeah, I can help.
Amara, Pippin offer. Pippin's kind of looking carefully there too.
That's better. 19.
Yeah, you see the remnants, like when you look closely, you can see the small little remnants of things, and even as you're looking over, you can already notice that the bolts that are in there are quickly dissolving. Like the feathers are mostly gone, and even the steel points are or the iron points rather, are shrinking and malforming.
Well, at least nothing of value was lost.
Except my arrows.
But I did say as we were approaching the beast, I said, any arrows or swords, careful, you might be lost.
Well, what did you want me to hit it with? My good looks? Unfortunately, they're only killer against men, not blobs.
So you're a ranger, don't you have ranger spells? Don't you have like Hail of Thorns or something like that?
No?
No, she's a Gloamstalker.
Where am I? Oh
My,
God,
there's
I keep
twists and
going.
turns everywhere
There's
in this
so many.
place.
I say we go right because it looks like it's like a dead end, so we can check out the right first.
I think Conwyn can see there.
I can see little dots of things.
Yeah, Conwyn sees rubble. He sees some rubble over there on the ground. You guys might have to get closer to the rubble. The rubble intensifies.
Well, this is quite a
seems like a cave in. Yeah.
Is there anything buried? I do a 23. Is there anything buried, like in the rocks or anything like that?
No, you look around quickly and efficiently, and you don't see anything of note.
Okay.
Possibly the ooze lingered too long in that portion of the corridor. Oh, it looks like
Another
everything
one.
about this.
Same thing.
All right.
Well, I suppose we should backtrack a little bit.
Unless there could be secret stuff. If anybody wants to try for secret stuff, I'm not good at that.
I'd like to look through the rubble a little bit, see if there's anything in it or a way through or anything like that.
Sure, just you do a perception.
18?
Doesn't seem like anything's there. Seems kind of identical to the other one in nature, you know. You would, being a high perception check there, you think to yourself, it looks kind of natural.
Right, well, there's other places we can explore.
Yeah, backtrack to the last fork that we didn't check out.
Is there anything here? There's like a...
I see Amara. Where's everybody else?
I'm waiting for everyone else.
I love when you type something and then you typed one thing wrong at the beginning and it gets rid of the entire message.
Am I going the right
Where
way?
where are we heading? I'm sorry.
Oh, just
So
the...
the-
Backtracking to the other side.
You said that you had some chalk with you.
I'm pinging where
Have
we
you
are
been
now.
marking our path?
I had, well, up until that point.
I think we said that either me or Conwyn or somebody was drawing a map, something like that we had said.
Yeah, in the tome, but just like in the moment, if we're trying to backtrack like this, do we want to take out a tome and try and find our bearings, or just follow some markings?
Yeah, I mean, I have been marking the walls. I have been saying.
All right, so we take a quick look down this hallway just to make sure there's nothing trappy about it. Or you could just walk down it. Cool. I'm so glad I waited for everyone.
No, I'm waiting for Conwyn to set off the traps because he's going first.
The light of the monitor will guide me and keep me safe.
Okay, so
I've put this in chat multiple times. I've said it multiple times. I'm not stopping for traps.
Traps be damned.
Amara, Rift, and Conwyn, everyone who's kind of right up there on the end, notices a giant mirror, a huge mirror at the end of that corridor there, right here. It is arched, and it is ornate.
does it actually appear to be reflecting correctly? Like, do we look like what we should look like looking in the mirror?
I wonder if this is one of the gateways that.
Amara
what
goes
was
up and
her
she
name?
touches it.
Wait, I asked a
Sierra
question
was
first. Don't
talking
touch it.
about.
Yeah, I asked a question first, please. 23 to see if the reflection is correct, that Amara is Amara and Rift is Rift and I'm me. Like, is everything in the right place and the right as it should be looking in the mirror?
I just lost roll 20. 1 second.
Yes, it does. You do
Is there any-
notice.
Yeah.
You do notice there seems to be some ruins as well as some script written on the sides of the mirror.
What's
Does it look
Okay.
similar
Language is
to the
that?
mirror that summoned my facsimile?
The language, you can't tell the language on the ruins. You could try to. I don't think you can, but you could
I'm gonna say
try
I
to.
know
What language
deep
is it in?
speech, undercommon, common,
The
and
ruin.
I think abyssal, right?
The script is in common. The ruins is in none of the above.
Okay.
Okay.
How
I
about
don't.
primordial?
In Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin, or Orc?
The ruins would be in Arcana. It wouldn't even really be a language. It would be like a.
Oh.
It would be in some sort of Arcana.
So
The
then we should
script
do an
is in
Arcana
common.
check on the runes. What's the script say?
The script says. Seemingly chiseled in to the pillars.
Wait, the
What?
Pillar Forest.
Is the room we
That
entered to begin
room
with?
with the pillars in it?
Yeah. So I think to the north is the way to progress. I think is what it's saying.
Pippin's Arcana check. You're not familiar with these ruins, Pippin, but you get a sense of intense magical potency, but also of chaos.
Does anybody have detect magic? I don't know if
Nope.
identify would work. We could spend 10 minutes identifying the mirror and the runes, maybe.
Say Amara already said she touched it.
Touching it, yeah, nothing happens.
When I was asking before, is there anything in the mirror that shouldn't be there?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I thought I responded, Kyle. My fault.
No,
Do
you
we see
responded
our
to
own
us, I just
reflections?
didn't ask that part.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
everything. It's a
Everything
proper.
is perfect.
It
Yes.
meets expectations.
Okay.
Pippin would insist that it wasn't just the ruins itself, that this whole structure was very, very potently magical.
What structure? The whole mirror, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you
I think
walk
we
yeah,
may
into
need
the
to put
mirror?
a bookmark in this as well.
Oh, we could probably just identify if we want to chill in this hallway for 10 minutes and try to identify the mirror and the ruins.
I don't see why that wouldn't work.
Okay.
You can't walk into the mirror?
But you touched it, nothing happened.
My assumption was you had touched the walls. I mean, you want to try to walk into the mirror?
I mean, let's maybe do identify first. You can try if you want, Amara.
Yeah, just do a sprinting run towards the mirror.
No,
Sure,
I'm
it's just
sick
not-
of
Do it at a
children
bit of a
telling me
run,
what to
dear, if
do.
it's your first time.
Platform
Yeah,
9
this-
3/4.
This is just how you get to Hogwarts, right here. This mirror.
There's so many references here that I don't understand.
Oh, you need to watch more bardic plays there, Conwyn. The
I have-
bards travel
I am
all
going
over.
to press my hand against it and lean my weight into it, but I'm not going to
What?
smack my head
Griffin
into
was
it.
already doing it. Identify. Just let him do it first.
It starts to ripple a little bit, like in a funky manner, or liquid-like manner, but it supports your weight and you do not go through it.
Okay. That's no.
Pippin cast Identify, and let me just figure out exactly. I don't know if one of you guys might want to bit of this down because some of what I'm about to tell you will probably be important, but I can't just copy and paste this because some of this stuff is not
Oh,
for your
I have
eyes.
my notes open. If you can just go slowly.
yes.
Yeah, so Pippin can tell this is a sort of teleportation magic. Pippin can also tell that that's intrinsic to the mirror. The ruins on it seem to be something else, and they all seem to have different effects to them. He can tell that right now this mirror is off, and he bets it would take like a spellcaster's special touch to it seems that's
This
what
is out of character, but
needed
it
here.
sounds like a Stargate.
Wait until you see the lower floor. So this gate seems like it takes the special touch of a wizard to really, or a spellcaster to really activate. He also notices that, and you never really caught this before, Pippin, you don't really specialize in these types of magic, but it seems to you that the magic in this whole place is almost like the opposite of teleportation magic. Like, you don't think teleportation would work here, but this does. You're just now kind of sensing.
So, like, this may be the only magical way to get around.
That's kind of Pippin is kind of theorizing something like that. We'll say it like that. He thinks there might be other ways. There's always a way, but that's kind of a good blanket assumption.
Do we think that maybe? See, this probably gets us between floors. If that's the case, I would agree with Conwyn that we bookmark this and come back later because I would like to finish this floor before moving to another floor.
Well, we don't have any way to even activate the mirror at this point.
Oh, he said. I thought that Pippin just said that a spellcaster can activate it. So we actually hadn't tried any way of activating it.
Pippin gets the sense that the touch of a spellcaster could, but you don't. I mean,
Without
magic
knowing
is
how,
rarely.
it could be extremely dangerous.
Is anyone here who's our spellcaster? There's a couple.
I mean, cleric is technically full spellcaster.
Yeah.
Paladin is
Yeah,
half
there's a lot in here.
spellcaster.
Artificer is like a weird non-kind of spellcaster thingy.
It's a spellcaster.
It's a spellcaster.
Artificers are okay. Okay.
So, I mean, we have some options, but just not
Right.
right now.
Yeah, I don't think we should mess with it right now.
Agreed.
So, Craig, just to earmark these things, it's a teleportation magic mirror. Runes on mirror seem to be something else. Mirror is off right now. Needs a spellcaster to activate. Magic in the entire place is opposite of teleportation, and this may be the only way to get around magically.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you. And for anybody who wants to look at these notes later, it's in the Google sheet that's pinned on the Discord.
All right.
Clark, where did you learn to fly through walls like that?
I didn't. I've been moving up the same path we went to before. Just
Oh, I'm
following
sorry.
The same path.
There is a lot of really funky glitches on Roll20. I will say that.
Keep forgetting I can't drag.
But I didn't go any further northeast because I never want to be in the lead, so I stop when I get to the door.
Oh.
Well,
Griff,
this
we're
is
going
the
to the
hallway
right.
that we wanted to explore.
Yes.
Sorry.
I think we finished the loop over that way. That's where we got
yeah.
assaulted by those bugbears that were, well,
The
not
only thing
very
that's-
intelligent.
The only thing that's still that way is the far top would be the north, but yeah, here first.
North.
we can stop there. When is it we end at 9:30? Here, you know what?
Yeah.
Friends, let's take, and I'm sorry for this, let's take a 5-minute break here. I want to tell you what you guys see, but I do want to take a second, both to smoke a cigarette, but also to prepare for what's about to happen. You see, to the left there is a kind of relief in the wall, and carved into the back wall of the alcove is a shallow niche containing a sculpture of a nude, heavy-set man playing a harp. The man heavy set in the sense that it's kind of this will be out of character, but it'll quickly convey what I'm saying. It's kind of like a Johnny Bravo Adonis body is basically what it is, with kind of, the cherubic features like the robe and the harp.
Yeah.
There's also a half of a 10-foot pole lying in front of the statue, kind of cut cleanly at a diagonal.
Did someone say I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole and he got mad and cut it in half?
Well, I don't know. Let's take a 5-minute break here, and we will continue at 8:20. Um, yeah, talk amongst yourselves if to figure out what you guys want to do if you'd like, but yeah, I gotta straighten something.
I would want to see if the harp is playable, or if he is like has his fingers on a note. Does anybody have any instruments? We could play our instruments at the same note he's
I
playing.
have a flute.
I've got a pan flute.
Any pan flute might work, or what about does anybody have any things that's a stringed instrument?
Kathira has a dulcimer.
Yes.
Okay, that might work.
A pole. What is the pole for? There's got to be like a hole somewhere.
If I had to guess, someone failed at the puzzle. There was a trap, and the pole got sliced in half, and they had to duck and dodge. If I had to guess.
Do we see any wrenches on the ground?
What'd you say?
Do we see any wrenches on the ground?
Wrenches.
I need another drink. I'll be right back, guys. Since we're all breaking.
My pocket. Does that recover me? I'm actually really, really excited that you guys got with enough time.
What'd you say, Craig?
I'm quite excited that you guys got here tonight. There's a couple of there's a shit ton of content in this module, and like each floor is really quite interesting and unique, and this is one of the kind of POIs that I was excited about.
Point of interest, yes.
Yes, sir.
Give me like. It's all screwy.
You're all right. Two amongst us are still out of the chair. We've been quite efficient tonight. I gotta compliment you guys.
Kathera can still hear us, so if it's
She's
just
still
a little
here.
bit on. Yeah.
Is Jess similar? Can she hear?
Jeff,
when she's
can you
out of
hear
the chair?
us?
If not,
It's
that's fine.
I guess
yeah,
not.
that's fine.
I need my spell slots back. We gotta take a long rest soon.
Hey man, dungeon floors, Pippin. Dungeon floors, my friend.
Wait, what spells have you been using?
He's been using quite a few.
Well, we haven't taken a long rest since the last one, so
They all went in the.
they all went.
Fight. You still got a couple. You're still hanging. I think you got two.
I don't think so.
I haven't used any. That's why I was asking. I'm like,
I
how
don't
many
have any
have you been
slots
using?
left.
Well, you got a first level.
Do I?
Cantrip. Yeah, you have.
You haven't been using slots for identify, right?
No, he used them for burning hands.
Okay, because identify is a ritual, so that's free. Okay.
I mean, I know we've had combat, but we haven't had that much combat.
That's what I'm saying. How many spell slots do you get?
It's 4 first and 2
I have
second.
4 first and 2 second level.
And you've used.
I've used the 2 second levels on the last big combat that we had. And then the first levels on, I believe, the mirror reflections.
One was for shield. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys start
Shield.
using your cantrips more, man.
Lean into that mecha, Pip.
Or
Well, I
the
mean,
mech.
I
Yeah,
have.
use
I
the mech
can't.
or use...
I get bonus when I cast spells from my mech.
Yeah, but you don't always need to use them.
Well, no, but that's. I don't. I'm
How
not
can you
usually
love
head-on
Rick as a
combat.
frying pan?
That's what Conwyn and Rift are here for. I
I'm not
don't
saying we
normally
can't-
go for the head-on combat.
I'm not saying we can't take a long rest at some point. I'm just saying, like, spell management is heavily important.
Yeah, but we haven't taken one.
Yeah,
since
we haven't taken
started.
one since we started.
Yes,
so
but here's
it's
the
kind of
example.
hard to
I have-
manage spells that I use in combat.
You
Yes,
guys
but
would,
I
in
think an example
particular,
would be-
Slither and the dungeon delvers amongst us, Slither, would probably recommend, like, it's. You guys haven't really even found. There's been a few rooms where you could have maybe done something, but it's normally a really bad idea to try to sleep in the middle of unfamiliar territory.
Fused
Yeah,
It's not to say you couldn't.
spells? Is that right?
And Pip's only real damaging cantrip is a melee cantrip to begin with.
Yeah, I only have 1 damaging cantrip.
Okay. Wait, which, you have Booming Blade, yes.
Yeah, that's my
Uh,
only damaging cantrip.
And then my question about that would be, how does your AC and stuff work when you're inside your mech? Because obviously you're only 15 regular. What's your AC change to when you're inside the mech?
It's it's 14. It's 1 less.
It's less when you're in the mech?
Yeah.
No, it matches. It's 15, Darren, ain't it?
No, it's 14. I'm looking at it right now.
Are you including the +1 from your armor plating?
So, yeah.
Oh, that's right. The armor plating. Yeah, you're right. So it is 15. So it's matched.
You were saying the thing that matches it. Are you talking about the reinforced plating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, generally that Arcano Mecha is 14, but he's got a AC buff to it. Okay. So the party, after walking down the hallway, notices the aforementioned on the left, and getting close to it, you all notice another bit of script written in common, chiseled on the wall. This time right here, in kind of like the center of the wall, like kind of eye height, and it reads as follows. Everyone ignore that, like completely. It says, "Gaze upon me with bronzed visage, and secrets shall I reveal."
Well, we have the bronze map.
The mask.
Yeah, the mask. Yep. All right. Somebody want to put it on?
Well, it's certainly not going to fit my face.
Conwyn
mine.
will put on the mask and gaze up into the statue.
Okay. Nothing happens, but you see on the back of the wall is kind of like, you see to be like a twisting ethereal portal looking deal.
Whoa! Where did that first sentence come from?
Ignore it. You're supposed to be ignoring it.
Oh, I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
Frank, can you put your
I
mic
didn't hear the
closer
dog.
to
Okay, my
your
bad.
mouth again?
Yep, sorry about that.
So the only thing we did hear was gaze upon me with bronze visage and secrets shall I reveal. That's the only part we heard.
It was carved into the wall, yeah. And don't worry too
Okay.
much. I'm sorry, that was really my fault, but that won't spoil too much. There's a lot more interesting things that are about to happen.
So there's ethereal behind it. Can I tell what it is, or it just looks like ethereal spiraling?
It just looks like ethereal spiraling. Looks like it looks like the Stargates really do look like. That's out of character, but just so you can like visualize it.
I wonder if this is one of those transportation devices or areas that the vision was speaking about. Can anyone else see this?
None of you see what Conwyn sees. You just see the
Yeah.
back wall. The rest of you do.
The mask is letting you see it.
So I'll take it off just to kind of like a glasses moment. I'm like, I can't see it. I can see it. I can't see it.
It works exactly like that. It's like Coyote Ugly, except it's a wall.
So what exactly I was supposed to do this? What secrets are you to reveal? It's kind of like an under breath mutterance, but
What does you can't read? Conwyn, there's something on the wall that we can't see. What does it say?
No, you all can see. You all see. Gaze upon me with bronze visage, and secret shall I reveal.
Well, yeah, I know,
No,
but you
it's
said
just-
that when he put the mask on, he saw
well,
something.
no,
on
I
the
would have been
mural?
conveying this information to you, like as I'm doing the on-off. There appears to be some sort of gateway behind this statue.
Oh, like a portal?
Pippin, do an
Yeah.
arcane check. I'm just. You would have probably been scoping out the situation as you all are talking about it. You really can't tell much about this magic coming off it, but you would say it's
Can I
different
give
than.
him like a little information about what it looks like as a help?
Yeah, that's a great way to help. So Conwyn's kind of like speaking out loud the little details he's noticing as he passively perceives it, and that's kind of helping you in your arcana.
Well,
Yeah,
Pippin
definitely.
has a humanoid face. right?
Definitely helped.
Yes,
Right.
Pippin does have a humanoid face.
So like going back and forth between us with the mask, even.
Okay.
Well, he
yeah,
just got a nat 20.
Sharing notes.
You got an
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Pippin, you can tell this is not. So, all right, with a natural 20, you can tell this is not the same magics that was in the gate you previously examined. It's like actually very different magic. You can tell this is like transportation of some kind, but you don't even think this is necessarily teleportation magic. And of course, you sense, there's a lot of illusion around. You can also tell this is the strength of magic that kind of matched what you felt the mask was in close proximity to. You can, with a nat 20, you can even tell that there seems to be kind of like a threshold or a radius where it's at the beginning of the alcove, and you would bet that that's where the real magic kind of starts.
Does it
Okay.
feel like the kind of magic from our vision?
No. Pippin would notice that the flavor of this is of a far more chaotic
It's like
nature.
Picante versus umami.
Yeah.
What if we're not supposed to look at? So, like, when the sentence says "gaze upon me with bronzed visage," I think we thought it meant we had to put it on and look at it. But what if it's describing his face, that his face should have a bronzed visage? So can we put the mask on the statue and see if that does anything?
I don't see why not. How tall is the statue?
We'll say it's 6.5 foot.
Okay, so I can just reach up and like put the mask on it.
Yeah, how do you'll have to describe to me very carefully how you do this action though, from where you are right now.
Well, where specifically is the statue? So like right in the center or back against the back of that wall?
Yeah, right, kind of like when you wore the mask, you noticed that the kind of portal started like almost like right in front of the statue, and yeah, without the statue is like against the wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
never
portal.
mind then.
The portal starts at the beginning of the alcove,
Oh, then no, we should not reach into the alcove unless we. Okay, gotcha.
or at least the magic starts at the beginning of the alcove.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I misunderstood what you said then.
I thought
I'm
the portal
not-
was behind the statue.
That's what I thought as well.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
So no, I'm not. doing
So
that.
don't
Yeah, we're not reaching into the portal with a mask.
don't reach into the portal.
Do we want to like throw a pebble or a
Yeah,
rock
could we
into
like
the
throw
portal?
a rock in there or something?
Sure.
This little halfling looks easy to throw.
Pippin kicks some stones in there. They go through unimpeded, cluttering most of the way to the back of the room, just through where Conwyn would have seen the portal and Pippin when they had the masks on.
Does anything change about the look of the portal?
Nope, absolutely nothing.
What happens if we would maybe put the mask on and look at the pebbles and see if they've changed now that they've gone through the portal?
Well, do they come back out or do they end up somewhere else?
You guys just know they're there. They're right in the.
And same thing with the mask on?
Amara, this statue, all of these statues probably have some worth, but they're just made of common stone and they're really heavy. So you think to yourself, it's not worth your time necessarily.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Clark. What was?
Oh, I was saying that yes, the pebbles are there with our bare eyes. If we put the mask on, do the pebbles look like they've changed when they went through the magic?
Are you move yourself over to the free space so you're kind of in?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, I will move
Uh,
over.
I just
100%.
I'll
got
just
you.
hand the mask over.
Yeah, so you move over, you put the mask on kind of awkwardly with because your face protrusions, right? But you do, so your eyes are in line and you see the portal and you can just make out through. It's not easy to see through, but yeah, you can see through. The stones are still there behind the portal. You can see the things behind that.
Okay.
Well,
Anybody
young
does anybody
Pippin,
have any
do you think
organic-
it's worth a try? Doesn't
I would-
seem like anything happened.
I would try one more thing, maybe. Does anybody have any organic matter, as of like some food or something that's not metal
could
or rock?
Toss a
Can I-
ration in there.
Yeah.
Can I scrape some ooze off my shield? I guess
I was gonna
it's
say-
relatively fresh.
That's
Yeah,
a good idea.
you guys are covered in like feces.
We're
but
covered in
also some
organic matter.
ooze. You're covered in it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm wearing the mask. I throw some ooze through the portal.
It globs down on the ground.
Okay. So it
I
doesn't
think
seem to
it's
affect matter. Okay.
safe to attempt to put the mask on the statue.
Okay. I hand the mask to someone else.
Conwyn will take it back, and the only way to do it is to cross the threshold, correct?
Mhm.
So he's gonna cross the threshold.
I guess you could try to make some sort of athletics with that 5-foot
you
pole
just
if you
throw
really
the
want.
mask. Oh, wait, we
No,
got a pole.
no.
That's a good point. We got the pole. Put the mask on the pole, and then we'll use the pole to put it on the face.
Conway's not silly like that, so he's gonna cross the
I don't think that's
threshold. He's
silly. I
gonna
think
reach
that's a
up
good
and
idea.
put the mask onto the statue.
You do so, and you kind of struggle for a second getting to stay, and it doesn't want to stay. Like you can get it there and you can hold it in place, but other than that, it just it kind of slides off.
All right, so if I look back, can I still see everybody through?
Yeah.
the portal?
Also, vice versa. Can we still see him?
Yes to both questions.
All right, so if I put the
can
mask
you
on and
hear
look through the
us?
portal, what do I see?
Can you hear us, and can we hear him?
Well, he could, but as Clarark is kind of reaching up to ask a question or to make a comment to Conwyn put the mask on himself and winked out of existence. You guys don't see him currently.
Okay.
Conwyn. Give me just one moment here. I'm actually kind of ashamed that I didn't prepare. We're gonna have to theater of the mind this a little bit, okay?
We don't care.
So, Conwyn, you appear in.
Is this something we should GM channel for?
Yeah, I guess we should.
I mean, are you just gonna come back and tell us anyway?
That'll be yeah. If he makes it back alive. Yeah, let's step over to that channel. Party, feel free to react and to respond amongst yourselves. Yeah, at the moment your companion has vanished. Mitch, I'm going now.
Where did he go?
Okay, quick. Can anybody read
He
lips?
disappeared.
If anybody can read lips, they're still on camera. Just look at their lips and let's. Crystal, you're in the room. Tell us what Craig is saying.
We're supposed to be RPing, Kyle.
Oh,
I'm sure that works
I'm
so
joking.
well.
I'm joking. Okay. Guys, where'd Conwyn go?
Pippin just kind of starts to freak out and flails about in his mech, feeling as though he had just lost a comrade.
If
Mara's like, well, you know what this means, don't you?
we split the treasure one less.
How dare you say
That's
that,
what you were
Clara?
gonna say.
What a horrible person you are.
So true. So
he had
true.
the bag.
One less way to spend the treasure.
That's not me saying that. That was me quoting Amara.
No. Plus, he has the bag. We have no treasure now.
That's
you're
true.
right.
He does have the bag.
Do you guys think it was putting on the mask while in that room? Or do you think if you put the mask and walked through the portal, he would have disappeared as well?
Well,
I don't know, but if the mask is the key to this, if he's really dead, we should be able to go back in the other room. The mask should be there, right?
I think Conwyn has a great head on his shoulders. I think figure it out.
Yeah.
I think I saw him put the mask on in the portal, so maybe that's what happened. He put the mask on and then disappeared.
Well, yes, that is definitely what happened. I was just more wondering, was that the key, or if he had put it on the other side and walked through, would the same thing have happened? But I guess that's
put it on. He put it on in the portal, so that must have been the key.
I wonder if
I mean, the sign on the wall reads.
Had anyone touched him while he was taking the mask on and off? Was it a shared property, or was it?
Yes, that's what I was trying. Yes, that's what I was trying to get at. Was like, is there a specific spot the mask has to be put on, or is it just anywhere in that alcove? If you have the mask on, you will be teleported. If you're touched,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
think
there's any way to figure out if it's for a single person.
Maybe if somebody had gone through the portal with him, maybe they would have been transported if they were touching him.
Yeah.
But I guess that's something that we could have tested. But...
Well, yeah. No, if he comes back, maybe we could test it. But let's see if he comes back.
If he comes back.
Well, I guess everyone feels bad that they took the bag away from me now, huh?
No.
I didn't think he'd disappear.
Out of character, he's probably asking questions. And that's kind of unfortunate for us because that means we don't get to partake in the asking of the questions.
It's fine.
And
It is what it is.
and out of character to Jess, I mean, I definitely my character would misgiving about you.
Well, I've always backed you up. and
I
have
repaired-
never
I
repaired a
stolen
crossbow
anything
for
from
you.
But you did try to deceive.
What do you
That
mean?
I did.
I literally put an item in the bag. That
No,
was
no,
it.
no. I'm not even talking about that.
When? When did I deceive?
This was before
When did I deceive?
when we were making the perception, and and just knowing that you kind of you had something up your sleeve. We were talking about keeping the bag. I forget the exact conversation.
I can tell you the overall was that Paul had said to Craig, "Hey, insight check. I want to do this." And based on the rolls, several times Craig said to Paul, "You have misgivings. You distrust her. You don't think it's the complete whole truth."
Right.
Whereas I kept failing, and so I was just, yes, I believe you wholeheartedly. Every step of the way, every insight check Paul did, succeeded on.
And that is just the nature of my.
So even though you might say you haven't done anything indicatively wrong, his character has a sixth sense about it.
Right.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything wrong.
We know, Jess.
And Clark shouldn't be so suspicious.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I believe you now. I was suspicious. I now believe you. Ever since I failed my insight check, I haven't been suspicious anymore.
I don't know. Honestly, he knew the score when he came in here. How many people have died just from being in here?
Yeah, Clark would be like, "That's why I didn't put the mask on and walk through."
Yes, we all know you're a coward. It's fine. Just stand against the wall, child.
Hey, I don't even have a proper 100% God yet, so he can walk with his God and know that his God will protect him.
It's
I
true.
don't have that relationship with Lavender yet.
He
Me and Lavender have a
definitely
new relationship.
he definitely trusts his God a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm sure wherever he is okay. Hopefully.
As I stated before, I think Conway has a good.
I think
excuse
good
me.
is all shades of gray. I don't think anyone can be 100% good in every single fashion all the time. I think that those hard choices may believe.
He is a paladin.
Well, you don't think that paladins
No.
have to do things? Okay.
Unless you're an Oathbreaker.
If their god tells them that someone else doesn't believe in them and they need to kill them, they'll kill them. But you know what? To the other people that they have to kill for their god, they think they're innocent and believe that they need to kill the other person for their god. Both
Well, no,
completely
that
righteous
is very-
men killing
Amara,
each
that is
other
very-
for their gods. Is that in itself not gray?
Amara, that is very true, but it depends on which god you worship. If you
Right.
worship an evil god, the evil
Clark,
god will ask evil
you
things
are
of you.
a teenager. Speak like a teenager.
But I'm a teenager who is a cleric, and so I'm allowed to speak on religious matters. I have been studying. So what I was saying was,
So you've
if
been
you worship
indoctrined.
if you worship an evil god, yes, you're more likely to take evil actions. But a monitor is a fair and just good god.
Yeah,
and
he
would
is not an
therefore
Oathbreaker.
not ask Conwyn to do anything unjust or ungood. So the only people he should be trespassing against would be the evil or the villainous or the criminal. And so as such,
But
yes,
what if they
criminals
made
would
a
view him as
mistake?
bad, but that's
What
what
if they made a mistake? What
I
if
do
they're
not believe
truly
gods. I do
evil
not
or
believe
whatever?
gods make.
All
I
I'm
do not
saying
believe gods
is
make
no
mistakes.
person is 100% purely light. There are all shades of gray. No one is
That is
100%
an opinion.
good all the time.
I think there are shades of gray, but I think there is a true good and a true bad and gray in between.
Clerics kind of have to be good, right?
Yes,
No.
clerics have to. I do not know of an evil cleric that
Well, that would be a necromancer. I mean,
you could worship an evil god, but I think you'd no longer be a cleric at that point. You would
Why
have
he'd
to
be
be
a
wouldn't you?
necromancer.
you'd be a
Clerics just have
necromancer or a
to follow
warlock
their
or something
gods,
else.
right?
What?
Don't clerics just have to follow their gods? If their god's
But
evil,
I-
they're still a cleric.
I
Right.
don't. Well, no,
But-
I
But
don't know.
there is no evil god, I don't think.
No, there are evil gods. There are 100%.
No, I mean for a cleric.
Oh no,
What?
Jess is Amara's
What did we
technically
come
right.
back into?
Amara's technically, we're doing theological discussions with that. And so, technically speaking, there are evil gods. I have personally never known a cleric to choose an evil god as their patron, but
Oh,
I guess
my
one
microphone
could.
wasn't on.
Well, again,
Oh
at
my
that
God.
point,
Conwyn
it'd
is
be a
back.
necromancer.
He's alive.
All right.
Conwyn, did you pray to a monitor, and that's how you got back to us?
The monitor
Because you're a
guided my
good
way,
man.
yes.
Sorry.
Hey, Conwyn, did you ever think you shouldn't? Wait, what race are you again, Conwyn? You are a
I
Half elf.
believe we're in
half
a
elf.
story.
Did you ever consider? Did you have to consider you shouldn't be a half elf? You should have been a minotaur because then you could have been a minotaur who worships a monitor.
All right, Kyle. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back in. So,
All right,
Clark
enough with the
I'll-
cleric
Try
chatter.
a little bit further. You know I'm half elf, but you don't know the other half.
You're part minotaur.
No. Conwyn is rolling his eyes at that statement.
Clark is feeling for horns on the top of your head.
You don't feel horns.
It appears you survived. Young Clarok said we should split the treasure without you.
That's not what happened.
That is
Um,
exactly what
Not
happened.
how I heard it.
That's a wonderful thing to say because I had the treasure with me the entire time.
Exactly.
I
That's- we
mentioned
realized
that.
that.
I was shocked at his suggestion, honestly.
But
Roll deception.
quick
Uh,
point,
no,
Roll deception,
that
please.
is not deception.
Yes, it
quick
is.
point
No,
of
it's
order.
not.
Because I was quoting you, Amara.
I had never
Clark.
said that.
Clark,
How
point
can you
of order for you.
quote something
Yes.
if I hadn't
You're
said
feeling
it?
around my head. I've never taken my hood down.
Oh.
I'm still wearing my
Oh.
hood from when we entered.
Oh.
So
What do I
did you let him
feel?
actually? Yeah. Did you let him actually do that?
I mean, I would have backed away, but he's a very exuberant type.
Yeah, I would have been like, let me see those minotaur
He's like,
horns.
let me feel it.
Let me
Let me
see the
feel it.
minotaur horns.
You can't just go grabbing men's heads, sir.
What do I find there, Conwyn?
I know this is usually a DM thing, but give me a dex check.
No, that's fair. I agree with that.
Okay.
Because I feel like if he touches you, like he you know.
I got a
Don't know.
14.
You can't quite tell what's there, but you know it's not horns and it's not hair.
Oh, interesting.
Kaither, what are you doing?
But he's gonna back away. She's threatening me.
I was gonna say something really bad about a co-hanger abortion, but I chose not to.
That's so funny. As far as I always knew, half elves were half human, half elf. But if you're half elf and half something else, that's
Clark, Clark thinks to himself that maybe it's like a small familiar or something like that, or maybe Conwyn has like an ugly growth on his head or something like that. It's definitely not horns, not pointy enough. Clark thinks to himself, but weird ears.
Okay,
weird ears.
anyway.
So seeing Conwyn back, Pippin frantically waves his arms around and says, "What did you see? What did you see? Where'd you go?"
Yes, what happened?
Well, it appears that wearing the mask and stepping into this portal, and Conwyn is slowly moving back out away from the statue, brings you to Hallister's chamber himself.
Wow.
The Mad Mage?
But I
Interesting.
can only assume it's the Mad Mage.
Interesting. Did he have any valuables?
Well, no. Was he there? Were you in danger? Like
Pippin
He
rolls
was-
his eyes.
He was there, sitting on his throne. But strangely, he didn't attack. He did cackle as a madman.
Did he speak?
Really? Did you want to tell the story for me?
Did he say
Sorry.
anything? Did
I
he
love the
speak?
dog sometimes. He asked me to. He told me to ask him 3 questions, and that 2 would be truths and 1 would be a lie. Knowing it could be my only way back, I asked him the only things I could think of at the time. Things I knew would be truths, and one that hopefully would reveal some information. The first is that Durnan did truly make it to the 10th floor. So if we ever do return through the yawning portal, we should ask him if there's anything that he can divulge to us about his adventures down here. The second was if he was the Mad Mage that brought darkness to the Underdark and evil to the Underdark. To which he responded, he never brought madness anywhere. The third was, if I used the mask to return, would I? And he responded, no, I wouldn't. Luckily, there was a portal in there similar to this one. So, it was my only chance. I came back through it.
So clearly the mask one was a lie then? Because the mask did work to get you home.
It would appear so. Which means he's not responsible for the darkness down here.
No,
Perhaps
he is.
was
That means he
corrupted by
is.
it.
That means he is responsible because he told you.
Two truths, one lie.
The Mad
Oh,
Mage
and
said
he had,
he.
oh, yes, and he had said, "I did not bring the madness." Okay,
Well,
yes.
yeah, he says he never brought madness anywheres. Conwyn
Okay.
would do an insight check. Conwyn, no one can help him with this.
Damn it.
Yeah, nope.
Oof.
Yeah, Conwyn thinks just what was said. Yeah.
Take
I also
offend
have
the madman who
faith
don't
in
think
the
they're
things
mad.
that are said.
To himself, perhaps that could have been true, but for others, that may be a lie. Hmm?
But I feel like in these terms, we're talking about absolute truth when you're
Not-
talking about things like that.
I mean, we
Conwyn-
talked about
Well,
not
if he
invoking
believes
my
he's not
God,
mad,
but
and
can
he's never
I
brought madness anywhere, perhaps he thinks
contemplate
that.
over my holy symbol on this for a moment?
Yeah, you certainly could. So Conwyn's going to sit down and not do any sort of spell, but he's going to kind of pray to a monitor, and he's going to think about what Amara was just saying too. Like this kind of hit him a little. There's like a small epiphany.
Like a
Just
coat hanger.
just like a coat hanger. You can do straight up. We'll do a religion roll on that one.
Okay.
Often
Nat
enough,
20.
people have their own reasons that they truly believe in. Perhaps he thinks everyone else is mad, and he's the one who's perfectly sane.
Yeah, you definitely your eyes snap to, and you can't help but not only agree with what Amara's saying, you were like convinced of it. You kind of you had no importance come to you or anything like that, but your resolution
He
has.
believes what he said.
Yeah, yes, right. You think to yourself, madness is your great enemy, and you know a good amount about it. Like mad people can believe in nonsense. That's why they're the enemy of truth.
So he's saying that I'm right, correct?
Yeah, you guys can think about it in out of character terms. It's a little bit like the Joker from Dark Knight, you know what I mean? Like he thinks everybody like he doesn't think he's crazy.
So looking at the portal, is it still there or has it dissipated or?
Where you have the mask now?
Well, I guess I could
I'll
ask
gladly
Conwyn
hand
for the
it back.
mask.
Yep. If you put the mask on, yep, you see the portal there. Yep.
Okay.
Do you think we all
Has
get
anything
a turn in the
changed?
portal?
Nothing changed, Amara. What was that?
I said, do you think we all get a turn in the portal?
So would my experience lead me to believe that there was a threat with his final act?
What was his final act?
If you did.
Conwyn
That I'm not
described
gonna
it.
share. That I'm going to keep to myself.
Oh.
Okay.
Then make a make an Arcana check. You don't think so. You think that was almost the effect of whatever spell was happening ending. Like that
I
was
don't
what he was
think
there
that
to do.
anyone through they'll be able to divulge anything more than what is already known.
I think if somebody wants to try it, though, I wouldn't be anti them trying it.
Would anyone else like to go through the portal?
I'll give it a shot, sure.
We all
move
noticed
yourself
that
forward one.
Clark didn't volunteer at all.
I did not.
Actually, here, I'll do
I
this.
0% did.
For brevity's sake, this time I'll do the description verbally in this channel, and then you guys can kind of use that to decide if anybody wants to come through trying other different stuff. So, Pippin, when you step forward, you instantly vanish once you get within 5 foot of that back wall.
Oh, so that looks like.
You you appear on in a plane seeming very much so like the dream you had those couple of days ago, where it's just black stretching onwards. But there is polished white stone flooring stretching out into like a 30-foot room. And although there are walls, it's strange and chaotic. It's not like full-on walls. There's just bits of wall here and there. No roof. You notice a large throne in the center. You notice half of a pole, or rather, you notice a pole on the ground that had been cut diagonally in half or in some fashion. Um, as you look behind you, you notice a portal identical to the one that you approached just a couple seconds ago. You notice on one of the sections of wall is a large ornate portrait. Um, we'll say it's about human size. This portrait is. It is of a disheveled, old-looking man of high height, a human. The face matches the mask, the bronze mask. Um, the beard is very disheveled, and the eyes are wild-looking. You also notice a pile of goop standing right in front of the.
What does that goop look like?
As you closely inspect it, it looks like it's dissolving rather quickly. Uh, green jello, we'll call it the equivalent there. And you also notice a tuft of some sort of hair. You think to yourself, that's either beard hair or nether regions.
Okay.
You can inspect it if you want. To try to ascertain.
No, I'm pass on that one. So looking around, do I see anything like is anything tangible? Can I like touch, feel like anything
Yeah.
around?
Good question. Yeah, it all seems just as real as where you had just come from. You could make an Arcana check if you would like to try to figure out some more about what's going on. 22, great. So you recall reading just recently in one of the new scrolls that you were perusing for cutting edge research to Pippin. You remember reading about something called a demiplane, where it's not like a different realm or anything like that, but it's a different section of reality that's both removed and connected to this our own, the normal one of Toriel. You think to yourself, and you conclude after your inspection that that is almost certainly what this is some sort of demiplane.
Okay. So looking around, is the Mad Mage here?
No. There's the portrait you saw, there's
Right.
the goop on the floor, there's the pole, there's the portal behind you.
Okay. So can I look around for anything like of worth or
You just see the portrait, but it's like really big and unwieldy. Being an artificer, you inspect the sides. It's only gold leafed anyways, so you think to yourself it probably doesn't have that much value. Perhaps a
okay.
bit.
Is there anything behind the portrait?
I mean, yeah, is there anything behind the portrait?
With the help of I feel like this is one of those things. I should have think on this more, but we'll say the mech came with you. We'll say you're in the mech, so you're able to easily kind of using more tilt aside the portrait. Doesn't seem to be anything behind it. It even slips off the wall and falls during the inspection, cluttering against the ground. There's nothing on the back of it. It doesn't seem like.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put the portrait back up on the wall, nice and neat.
All right, do a.
It's a fake. Hidden in an illusory script on the back of the portrait is the Declaration of Independence.
Do an athletics check.
Oh god.
It takes you like 2 minutes because it keeps going crooked, so you got to fix it. And the first time you got it up, you put it up the right way, and then you realize that it should have been upside down, so you have to do it again. But you do it quick. Yeah, you get it back up there.
Okay. All right. So, not really seeing much else in the room, I'm gonna go ahead and take my leave.
All right, you turn around, go out. Once you're adjacent to the portal, you go right through and appear back where you left.
Pippin?
Well, there wasn't much else in there that I could see, but I guess if somebody else is willing to give it a try.
Assuming you
I'm
tell us
good.
what happened,
Right, yeah. I relay everything that I saw and did.
Conwyn, was there green ooze when you were in there?
There was after the Mad Mage left.
Well, left. Was the green ooze the Mad Mage? Like, was it like a? There's a word for it that I can't think of. It's like when
Roll
there's
an Arcana. I don't think so. Roll an Arcana.
No, I'm saying I don't remember the word. There's a word that's like magic simulation, but I don't remember.
Can
the
I
word.
can I help with that?
Yes, you can help.
Okay.
I
help.
definitely was not that.
Okay, what just happened? Why was people yelling? I don't think so. What just
No,
happened?
because I know what you're trying to say, and I don't think he would know about a simulacrum, a level 5 cleric.
Okay. Okay, yes. Kyle knows about it, and I couldn't remember that word. That is the word I was looking for. But if
I'm with it.
if Clark wouldn't know that, then that's fine. Yes.
I mean, you roll for it. I'm just because it's a high level
You
trick.
read a really obscure text somewhere.
Yeah,
It's
and I'll help
possible.
out with that. So,
Can I do a religion or history, or did you say Arcana specifically?
Do an Arcana specifically.
Okay. Nope. I do not know what that. I don't know what that is. So never mind.
you can go again.
You got another roll.
I'm helping you out.
Oh, okay.
The
Oh,
young
there we go.
boys of the team are the Think
16.
Squad.
16.
Yeah, you have heard in your travels and studies, you have heard rumors of things that would have an effect of like replicating somebody. You have not heard of simulacrum, but you know there are ways and methods out there that a really powerful spellcaster could essentially like double up on themselves.
So I say, yeah. Is there, Conwyn? Is there a chance that it was a magical decoy, like a magical doppelganger kind of a thing?
It was a magical, not him. That's all I know.
Exactly. Yes, exactly that. Okay, cool. Okay.
Could it have been similar to what we experienced with the mirror image of Conwyn?
Not based on the green ooze that you described, because the green
No,
ooze.
the mirror image disintegrated when it was done with its task and defeated. This dissolved almost.
Yeah. The only reason I even brought it up is because you said that there was hair in the green ooze, and so that's what made me think of it.
Oh.
I would say let's keep exploring.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, I'd say let's carry on.
We can put the mask back in the bag.
Yeah, I'll give the mask to Conwyn to put back into the bag.
Seems to be.
Clearly, the mask does have some magical property we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be key. I would think.
Pippin would probably correct, just for meta level. Pippin would chime in that he thinks it's not necessarily. He doesn't think the mask is magical. He thinks the mask is more like a trigger.
It's a
A
key.
key of some kind.
Right, right, right.
Does the mask match the face of the portrait you described?
Yes.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, he said it did.
Okay, so then it's some kind of magical face recognition. Like it's looking for his own face.
All right, so we're
Could
at a
be
door.
death mask. Well, that was more in my head than out loud. So this next room is something we can do in 20 minutes.
We've been going through most of the rooms in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, we're making good time.
Most of them have been empty.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a good. You guys can make more motion, but I will have to probably stop us a little bit early because there's some easy to traverse areas, but then before too long there'll be some.
All
things
right,
that'll
let's
take
crack
time.
this baby open.
That's fair. Yep.
All right, so Conwin's gonna kind of. Is this door unlocked?
Keep going until we find combat and then pause.
Yeah. No, actually, believe it or not, you might even get 2 combats in before the end.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear that Riff said they couldn't move their token?
Yeah, did that still not? Yeah, it's fixed now. It's
Okay.
Oh, good, thank you.
the just so everyone will be prepared forever. Like the glitches that are coming up are just ridiculous. Like there's a lot going on in the game files right now, and there's some hiccups.
Yeah, ever since they updated, it's been
So
weird.
is the door unlocked? Is it something we can open?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I was just
No
fiddling.
worries.
Oh, look.
Another fork.
North
Another
or south?
South, right? Is that the trend now? Always south?
I don't know. North has usually been onward.
The party could
What?
start flipping a gold coin.
Oh,
Wait. Let me look at my hand drawn map.
Oh, hold on. No,
Going-
Amara, stop. Everyone, stop. Amara had dashed north. Stop, Riff. That's just where
Okay.
we're. Stop, Conwin. That's exactly where everyone
Run
was.
right
Go
ahead.
down.
Amara dashed
Okay.
and has ran into a little hold up here. So we're gonna throw
Oh,
a turn
boy.
order on the board.
Did she dash south or north?
North.
Okay.
Yeah, all of you would have heard Amara dashing off north. I think the way that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Amara, but they can see you, right? Like your allies aren't. You know what I mean? Does your
She's
ability?
right on the edge of my view.
Yeah, but like her ability, and I mean I can look at it too in a second. I just want to get this set up, but you guys heard her no matter what where she went, but this whole time like she might be kind of hard to see sometimes.
let's see.
Control you. Bugbear, okay.
I have so many things, so I don't know. Let's see.
Oh.
Bless you.
But
Bless
Ew.
you.
While in darkness, you are invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see you in the darkness.
All right, so that's like friggin' everybody.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so none of you guys, Amara's very good at what she does, and what she does is stealths around doing badass stuff. So she stealthy ran up north. None of you really saw her. You all heard her.
Oh,
The
so let's go south.
the surprise round is, I don't think that's what Clark would say, young Clark.
No, I didn't see her go north. I don't know where she is.
We heard her. There's still footsteps.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
none of you guys move, please. The surprise round of combat, which actually always happens, and just sometimes nothing happens. The surprise round is just going to be Amara and the two, what you guys know are bugbears, you know,
So
but you're.
are they relying on dark sight? Or do they have lights? Because I would be invisible to them if.
Actually,
Ryan does
yeah.
Are we rolling initiative? What are we doing?
Well, Slytherin and Kathira,
Yeah.
we're down by the door. She ran way ahead of us.
So Amara, you're the only one who can move in this surprise round. But like they heard you there. They know you're there,
They
but
just
they
can't
cannot
see me.
see you. Yeah, so you're the only one who's going to enjoy the surprise round of combat, and then it's going to be full combat rotations.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? Okay, yeah, so we're in order. Surprise round. Amara's the only one acting in this round.
Oh, have we rolled new initiative?
Should we have
No.
rolled new initiative?
Yeah.
Did it?
Because it
Oh,
always
yeah.
comes up with the old, so.
Because those are all our old initiatives.
I'm sorry. If you guys roll initiative again, will it bump this stuff?
Yeah. well,
Don't know, it's
changed
fine.
mine, so mine's up to
Mine's
date.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
yeah,
auto
mine's good now.
updates if we re-roll.
All right. Let me know once you all are satisfied with your rolls. Preferably only
Oh,
one.
so
For
we're
this
I'm
one.
not satisfied with my roll because I rolled so low.
Oh my God.
That's not how that
You'll,
works.
you'll still get to act in surprise.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
keep
know.
going until I get a nat 20.
I'm just gonna
Sounds
sort you guys right
legit.
now. Okay.
Mine is up to date.
Excellent. Amara, you'll start us off here.
Okay. She is going to attack this one.
Okay.
With 21 to hit.
Hits.
Fuck that damage. Let's see, that's 5 damage plus a d8. Let's see if that helps. 3. So 8 damage for that. I'll do my other attack I get with that. That's a 15 to hit.
From 60 feet, would we hear the hand crossbow thwips?
Yeah, you would. That's a pretty powerful sound. The 15 does not hit. This one, the bugbear kind of snarling and gesticulating bats it out accidentally.
28 to hit.
Super hits.
Okay. That's going to be 9 damage. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
6 damage. And her movement is 30. Alright. I'm in the dark. They can't see me. But they heard me. But where did I go? So I'm good.
All right, now we will begin our actual combat rounds.
And I will say, well, no, I won't say anything because I don't want them to hear me. Sorry, everybody.
So the first bugbear is going to take his motion to 30 feet.
The first what now?
First bugbear, which you can see now, is just going to take his movement, and he will even.
Would you know I went that way?
You can see the lights from the hallway.
Amara,
Yeah,
what did you do?
We have lights.
Yeah, just so the party has lights. The torches.
Amara, what in the world did you do?
And the
I found us a bit
bugbear
of adventure.
would dash down.
Everyone was arguing about which way to go. I figured I might as well take a peek. Found something for you.
Finishes moving, dashing down the corridor towards the party, snarling, sending drool from his jowls.
It's a bugbear. You've seen.
I'm gonna do my produce flame at the bugbear over here. That's what I want.
Okay, so you hold out your
Oh,
hand, and from your lit herbs hanging from your mouth, the fire kind of jumps from the cherry on that into your hand, swirling, growing bigger, and you toss this fireball right at the bugbear, and it does. Uh, let's see, is that a save or a spell attack? What do
That's the
we?
damage. She's rolling the attack right now.
Oh, beautiful.
Huh.
9, so no, it will resist that. Does it resist everything, or?
Generally with cantrips, if you don't hit, it's no damage.
Okay, excellent. So you throw the fireball, it impacts kind of above him against the stone masonry, but not actually hitting him.
Where turn order go?
Okay, I'm all set.
Yeah, the initiative's gone.
There you go.
Is it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Crossbow. This thing. Not with that on.
No, that's gonna miss. That is gonna miss. The
Quickly
bugbear
makes his
didn't
second
even
check.
notice it.
Oh my good god!
Say the bugbear is not even aware that attacks are coming at the
The
moment.
first one was a nat 1.
I won't really ever crit fail you guys unless
Oh,
like
okay.
something really funky is gonna happen.
We're counting.
Yeah, the bugbear has no idea that
8,
there
9,
was
10.
just recently crossbow bolts fired at him. Slither is just there's like a vein
We're
bulging
counting.
in Slither's
He
forehead.
takes it. He takes his gun. He takes his crossbow and looks at it. Freakish starts shaking it like it's.
Slither, I think you
wrong
were
with
only
this?
half cocked.
The
What's
likelihood of
wrong
getting
with this thing?
I could tune that up for you if you keep missing those shots.
the
Pippin
likelihood
might
of
need
getting
to.
3 consecutive shots in a row is that's pretty good. I mean, they all missed, but 8, 9, 10 is pretty cool. Okay.
All right, young Clark.
I'm going to try what I did last time again and see if it works this time. I pointed the bugbear, and it hears bells, and it needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
But isn't it way more important that first I do like the animation?
I see fire. I don't see bells there, Craig. God.
All right, here we'll get better. I'll get some better ones.
I say if you could actually hit him, that would be great.
Hey, no one has yet, so.
I've hit him. Thank you.
Oh, you did. I forgot. Yes, good. So
12.
We don't know that.
That fails, which means you're going to take. It would usually be a D8, but because it's already damaged by Amara, thank you, Amara. It's going to take a D12.
Look at that party synergy.
Yeah, go team.
You even got a bell on
Is that
there.
a Taco Bell bell?
Yes, I almost rolled max damage. That's 11 necrotic damage.
Excellent. So, Clark gestures out with his shield. One of the many religious symbols that are on the back glows for a second darkly. And yeah, this dark energy kind of snakes around the bugbear, tightening at the neck, and you all hear kind of ringing bells. The bugbear just drops as though a puppet with his strings cut, dead as a doornail.
I love that my shield would have many symbols on it because I'm so indecisive. That's a great detail.
You need them. You can't.
You're like
you
the guy
need
in
them.
the Mummy.
Oh my god, that's so good. Yes, I'm like, I pray to whichever god will help me, please.
Is it a good god or a bad god?
Any bonus or movement?
I will move. I don't have any bonus, which is unfortunate. And I keep thinking about using my spiritual weapon, but it's a second level spell, and I'm so nervous about using it. I will move up so I'm right behind Amara. So I'll be ready to go into the room next turn. And that's it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Craig's just
We just all decided to ignore you. That's all.
All right, so
What do you guys think? Silence.
first thing is I'm going to move up next to Amara and just ask her, Amara, what is going on?
What's in this
well,
room?
while you guys were arguing, I went and took a little peek around the corner, and there were 2 bugbears there. I decided to try to kill one. The other one's still up there, but I'm sure we can easily take care of it. There was only 2.
I killed the first one.
Good for you,
Conway
young one.
will-
All by yourself. I definitely didn't hit it 3 times with arrows.
Not as far as I know. So as far as I know, it took 11 damage and died.
So Conwin's going to recommend that they back up a little bit and then plant in place and use the dodge action. Stay behind the line.
Maybe.
Don't try to create a line with Amara. It doesn't work.
Okay.
I've been getting a little
Pippin,
bored, so I like playing.
Just gonna move up behind Clark and going to cast. I'm gonna apply Booming Blade to my longsword as my bonus action,
Nice.
and that'll be it.
All right, Amara.
Hello. My lovely. Time for a little hack and slap. Let's see what we got. 27 to hit.
Hits.
That's going to be 9 damage.
All right.
Another 27 to hit.
Hits.
Lame. 7 damage. I'm gonna use my bonus action. 22 to hit.
Hits.
8 damage.
Hits.
Meld into the darkness. I'm done.
You're not exactly melding into the darkness when we have lights coming from behind you.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it, Amara. If you're in their light from the lanterns, they can, you know what I mean? They're not impeded. But for anybody who relies on dark vision or whatever, since you don't have a lantern, if you're outside of the lantern's radius,
Yeah, I can't tell what their radius is because I can see everything.
Oh, you can just assume the radius is this hallway. So if you're in the room, you're good. But when you're in this hallway, you're in light.
Yeah, 12 squares away from any of us who don't have dark vision, so it's a good distance. But anyways, on the the party hears kind of a not necessarily enraged and not afraid either, like a pained growl, and the party hears a door slamming open, and then a door slamming closed. It would be my recommendation for us all to end it here tonight. If you all continue on, I think it'll go on will be a decent amount of time over tonight.
Okay.
Oh, did we kill that bugbear, or is that bugbear dead?
No.
Well,
He probably went in and out the door or got hit.
No, the bugbear ran away.
Yeah.
That's probably what. Yeah, I hesitate to really take away. I'm not going to remove the turn order, but yeah, it seems like the bugbear was running away. You heard a door slam open and then slam closed, and yeah, Amara would have noticed a door at kind of the end there, right where I'll ping over here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys could even, what's that distance there? Amara, do a flat perception check.
17?
Clark, move yourself back where you were. Everybody don't move.
Oh, I
please.
thought we were moving into the room. I misunderstood. Okay.
No, well, I mean, that'll be up to you guys at the beginning of next session. With
Okay.
a 17, you heard some stuff beyond that door. You sounded like shuffling of smaller bodies, but there was a fair amount of them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's probably what you would have perceived from like 70 feet away or so with your skills and keen perception.
I'd say it sounds like the bugbear running is getting some little friends. Perhaps I will create a stockade with you down there eventually.
All right, yeah. Just make sure throughout the week, if you guys come back into the game, make sure you don't move your characters so we can kind of resume pretty seamlessly. But yeah, just to be clear, you guys are that did seem like that bugbear was running away, is kind of what it seemed like. So you know, you guys are not under fire right now for when we resume next week.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Dope.
good.
Super.
Man.
Have a good night, all.
Thank you very
Have a
much,
good
all.
day.
Yes.
Good night,
Thanks for
all.
hosting.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good
catch you
night.
guys
Are
later.
we eventually gonna get to a place where we can like teleport out of here so we can get more supplies again?
I think
We
just
need
leave.
money first.
Well, you guys, that's a good
That's
question,
why
and I'll
we have a
post it
bag
to
of holding.
Discord too. You guys
Long
can
rest.
get back up from the starting area.
Yeah, we
and
can just leave.
yeah, like the platform that lowered you down, that leads right up to the yawning portal, which is, you know, probably like 60 or 70 foot up. So you guys think you could probably just go there and yell, you know, or something to that effect, and they
Yeah.
would be able to hear you.
Do a little
Tug
light
on the
cantrip
rope.
or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it could definitely come back down, and you guys know that people regularly,
Come and go.
yeah, you know, that's Durnan said this was like the one way in and out, so he did say in and out. Yeah.
It's just 1 gold each time, and we have magical items that we want to sell anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She told us she'd give us up to some pretty hefty platinum pieces for some.
Oh, Baya. Yeah, there was good gold there for you guys if you wanted to. And I
then
wanted to retcon this, but I decided instead of retconning it, I'm just gonna have her tell you next time. So you guys, your PCs don't really know this yet, but Obaya will also buy spell books from you all, and that'll be very, you know, that will be kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I just missed it. Like that's in the module. I just kind of forgot that when I was doing Obaya the first time. But in an effort to avoid retcons, I'll just be like, maybe she'll just, you know, a new letter came to her, so she'll tell you about that guys next time.
Cool.
All right, thanks a lot,
Also,
guys.
Have a good night, all.
Have a good
Also-
night, all.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Good
Thanks
Waterdeep
for
has
running.
tons of stores too.
Thanks.
Good
Yeah.
luck. Good week.
Bye.
Catch y'all.